Whew, all right, guys. Here we go. Here we go. It's been a pretty eventful day. Um, and I thought a lot about how I wanted to come out and address everything that went on today, obviously, right? So the Knicks, if you guys haven't heard, you must be living under a rock, but the Knicks made a pretty sizable trade today. They traded RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and the Detroit Pistons, so the 31st overall pick in next year's draft, to the Toronto Raptors for OG Anunoby, Precious Achua, and Malachi Flynn. Whoo! So obviously this is a very big trade that is going to change the way this Knicks team operates, the way they're moving forward, and then obviously the expectations moving forward for this team. They are no longer being patient. This front office made a very, very tough decision today. And like I said earlier, I was thinking all day about how I wanted to come out and address you guys. And I get to all your comments in a second, and we could talk about the trade in a second. But what I wanted to come out today and focus on and start with is the fact that two of my personal favorite players on the Knicks, and I think two of the most beloved Knicks, two fan favorites on the team, RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, will no longer be suiting up for the Knicks. They will be suiting up for the Toronto Raptors. And before we get to the like practical on-court adjustments that the Knicks are now going to have to make, and what the team now consists of, and how they're going to operate with OG Anunoby in the lineup, and now what Precious Achua means. Is he going to get an opportunity? Does Malachi Flynn become the backup point guard of the team? I get there's a million and one questions. I'm with you. I have them too. But I'm sure you guys, like me, have sought out every opinion out there about what this trade means for both sides. And that most people have this opinion that, well, the Knicks kind of got out with a pretty good trade on their hands. And it's sort of going to depend on how good Emmanuel Quickly is going to develop as a lead guard for the Toronto Raptors. But before we get to the on-court stuff, I wanted to take a second and just acknowledge the fact that it hurts. It really sucks to trade away your homegrown players, guys who you invested your time into, even your money into. I mean, I got an RJ Barrett jersey hanging in my closet. These guys were my favorite players on the team. My three favorite players on the team: Mitchell Robinson, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly. And two of them are gone, and one of them's hurt likely for the rest of the season. So all three of them will unlikely be suiting up for the Knicks this year. And that hurts. And I watched a lot of people, a lot of Knicks content creators jump onto streams and into spaces on Twitter, and sort of discuss the ramifications of the trade and what it means and the on-court chemistry that is how OG Anunoby fits this team perfectly, and they needed a wing defender, and he can shoot the three, and he's everything that RJ Barrett wasn't, and he's going to fit the team much better, and all of that. And while I agree with them, and objectively, and unbiasedly, I can look at the trade and say, okay, the Knicks likely got better. They got OG Anunoby, fits the team great. There's obviously another move in the pipeline coming down. They're probably going to make another move before the trade deadline. And that's all well and good. But I wanted to come to you guys today as a fan first, because I've seen a lot of people and I've listened to a lot of Knicks content creators give you the analytical response to this trade. And I think it's okay to acknowledge that, okay, it's a good trade for the Knicks. They probably likely got better. They got a really good player in their hands, but it's okay that it's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel disappointed. It's okay to be somewhat emotional about this trade. I know I am. Like, it hurts. I'm very emotional about the trade. Those are two high character guys who never spoke out against the team, never embarrassed the organization, never got into any off-court issues or situations. Vehemently expressed how happy they were to be in New York, how happy they were to be Knicks, how grateful and thankful they were to be drafted to this organization. And they didn't disappoint in their hard work. They didn't disappoint in the fact that they were healthy all the time. They came to play. They didn't take days off. They didn't sit out for tiny injuries, knick-knack injuries. They suited up and they played every night. And they played their butts off. And for that, I'll always be grateful for them. They're Knicks. You know, there's that saying, once a Knick, always a Knick. They're Knicks for life. If you guys know me, I've said it multiple times. I am 100% open to being fully biased to players that the Knicks draft. Those tend to be my favorite players on the team. And to see two of them who we've grown into, you know, RJ Barrett's had his struggles. He's been up and down, but he's a good basketball player at the end of the day. And Emmanuel Quickley, who I think is a rising star, who I think in Toronto, he's going to get the opportunity to be a starting point guard. And I think is going to blossom in the next couple of years to being in that all-star conversation. And to be honest, I'm sad and I'm disappointed to see them go. And if I can step back and objectively say, like, okay, OG Anunoby makes sense. They need a wing defender. It's going to make the team better in the long run. There's going to be another trade down the line. This is, you know, the next steps into becoming a title contending team. It doesn't mean that I have to pretend like this doesn't hurt and that it's okay. And like, no, it's okay to be hurt by the trade and still be able to acknowledge that it's a smart move. It's a cold-blooded business. This is why I will never pretend that I would be a good GM in the league, because never in a million years would I make this trade, personally. I have too much of an attachment to RJ. I have too much of an attachment to Quickley. And I would be much more willing to bet on the character and quality of those guys, even if it means never taking the next steps to being a championship team. So I wanted to come to you guys as a fan first, share with you guys sort of my feelings and opinions throughout the day. I've been thinking about it a lot. And to understand that it's okay. It's okay to be upset. I was listening to a bunch of other content creators, and they were very cold-blooded. And they were like, yeah, I knew they weren't long for the Knicks. I knew it. They were totally trade bait. I totally knew they were going to trade them at some point. And it's like, okay, that doesn't make it any easier. Didn't make it easier when Obi was traded. We all knew he wasn't long for the Knicks. We all knew he was going to be traded at some point. Doesn't make it easier. Speaking of Obi Toppin, we are playing the Indiana Pacers tonight. And tonight we will be without Emmanuel Quickley, Mitchell Robinson, and RJ Barrett. The trade has been finalized, but obviously the players need to go through physicals and then need to sort of get settled in what is going to be their new homes. So none of the players recently traded for will be available tonight. The Knicks have to make do with a very, very, very shortened rotation, missing two very vital, high-usage players. It's going to be a tough game against the team that has the fastest pace by far, is one of the best offenses in the league. And I'm hurt. I'm a little sad. Not a little. I'm very sad. It's going to take a while to get over it. Honestly, I wish they didn't play tonight. It's one of the few times I wish there wasn't a Knicks game tonight. I wish we could have had the day to sort of just sit and stew in it. And sort of at least end 2023 with those two guys on the team. This is our last game of the year before we go into 2024, and we will be doing it without Emmanuel Quickley, without RJ Barrett on the roster. The youth movement is officially over. 4 of the main guys who were part of that youth movement in Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Quentin Grimes, and Obi Toppin, 3 of them are now out the door in trades. Quentin Grimes is the only player remaining who was a part of that initial youth movement. And it seems like he is the likely next victim of what feels like an eventual trade this season. So I hope everything works out for the Knicks. I've always said that as long as you're wearing orange and blue, I'm a fan of yours. I will continue to root for RJ and Quickly's success, except when they're playing the Knicks now. So, with that being said, I'll get to everybody's questions and concerns and answers. Actually, we're getting ready for tip-off. I should have went live a little bit earlier. I didn't realize I had so much to say about being a fan. But this is the Knicks are starting Josh Hart in for RJ Barrett tonight, and then off the bench we'll see who plays. But I'm expecting some Deuce McBride. I'm expecting a lot of Deuce McBride. I'm expecting a lot of Quentin Grimes. He was questionable coming into this game. I didn't double check to see if he is available tonight. I would assume so, but we'll get into a second. Welcome everybody to the world's most famous stream. We are back again once again to watch the Knicks hopefully pick up a win tonight as they take on the Indiana Pacers at Indiana in their final game of the season. What's up everybody? Marley, I saw you were first in here today. Curvin Abreu, welcome. Carl, Kyle, Carl Gavigan, welcome. Kenny, Rishi Rich, C. Tyler, Kyle, Yvette, Iron Bear Grizz. Again, I'll come back and Papa Smurf, Big Task, everybody, Decade, Big Rud, Daniel. A lot of people in chat tonight. Welcome. If you have something pressing you want me to read right away, you can put it in the super chat and I'll see it right away. But I will get to all your questions. I will get to all your chat so far. But we're getting ready for tip-off now. It's a cold-blooded business, but it doesn't stop for anybody. And here we go, getting ready for tip-off. Harnstein versus Miles Turner. And the Knicks win the tip. There's a blown whistle. Game has not started yet. And there's a violation on tip against Indiana, so the Knicks are going to get the ball to start. And they're bringing it down. Brunson bringing it down. Nembhard getting the start on him. Hands it off to Josh Hart. Over to Randall, who hands it off to DiVincenzo. Back to Brunson. He has it up top. Harnstein coming up to set the screen. He's coming to his right. Miles Turner steps up. Brunson blows by him, lays it up. Can't get it to go. Harnstein comes flying in for the rebound. He can't get the putback, though. And Tyrese Halliburton bringing it down the other way. Leaves it off for Jalen Smith on the left wing. Pull up three in transition. Can't get it to go. Harnstein clears with the rebound. He's bringing it down left side of the court. Over to Randall. Randall has it. Attacking Miles Turner off the bounce. In the paint. Stops. Gets caught in the air. Kicks it out to DiVincenzo. Pump fakes on Jalen Smith, who has him on the mismatch. Kicks it over to Brunson in the corner. Up top to Randall. Randall with Tyrese Halliburton on him. Pump fakes again. Halliburton going for it. He stops at the foul line. Pull up jumper. Hits off the front of the rim, but gets a nice friendly bounce as it finally rolls in. Nembhard bringing it down. Has it up top. Brunson guarding him. Coming to his right. Into Jalen Smith. Leans in. Throws up a lefty hook. Gets it to go over Randall. It's an impressive move from Jalen Smith there. Was it originally a 12th overall pick from Phoenix. Has disappointed throughout his career so far, but has been playing much better with Indiana this year. Harnstein over to Josh Hart in the corner. Gets an open three. And he gets it to go. There you go, Josh Hart. Nice start for tonight's starting small forward. Nembhard has it up top, coming to his right. Over to Miles Turner up top, swings it over to Halliburton on the left wing. Coming up top, over to Nembhard. Good defense from the Knicks so far. Coming to his right around the Smith screen. Over to Jalen Smith, who hands it off to Halliburton. Coming to his right, he's getting downhill, cross-court pass to Miles Turner in the corner. Puts up a three over a late closing Harnstein. Comes up well short. And Josh Hart with the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Tried to throw it across the court to Jalen Brunson, and it just flew out of bounds. Took his eyes off of it for a second, and it's a turnover. So the Pacers are going to bring it down the other way. Halliburton has it up top. DiVincenzo guarding him. Coming to his left off a Turner screen. Harnstein switches onto him, steps back, puts up the three. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart comes flying in for the rebound. Nesmith picks him up over to Randall up top with Jalen Smith guarding him. Randall over to Harnstein, who hands it back off to Randall. Randall has it up top. Coming to his right, sidestep, step back three over Miles Turner, and he gets it to go. The Knicks getting off to a pretty nice hot start here, especially from the perimeter. Harnstein gets back and tips off a bad pass from Nembhard. Brunson leaves it off for Randall on the right wing. He's got Nembhard on him. Randall's feeling it. He throws up a three, can't get it to go. Miles Turner cleans it up with a rebound. Here comes Tyrese Halliburton pushing the pace. The Pacers play very fast, so we got to be ready to go tonight. Miles Turner on the pump fake, drives it in, gets blocked by Randall. The Knicks have a little bit of extra pep to their step after that OKC game, where they played very, very poorly. Nembhard in transition feeds Nesmith driving to the basket, gets blocked by Harnstein. Randall in transition feeds Josh Hart, who gets blocked at the basket by Miles Turner, but it's a goaltend. 2 more points to the Knicks. Don't know what happened the other night in Oklahoma City, but this is not the same team that we saw last night. The Knicks came up ready to go. Usually a trade of the magnitude that the Knicks made today kind of jolts a team into waking back up. Anybody is can be subject to a trade. Seems like the Knicks are ready to go tonight. Nembhard kicks it out to Nesmith, puts up a three, can't get it to go. Miles Turner grabs the offensive rebound, puts it up, and a little touch foul on Hartenstein. That's one thing about Hartenstein's game that bothers me a lot. Too many little touch fouls like that. 33 cents. Welcome, welcome, welcome. LIIJ. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mike Lowe. What's up, big dog? Abieni. Welcome. A lot of new people in chat tonight. Welcome. Miles Turner can't knock down the free throw. DiVincenzo with the long rebound. He's bringing it down. Over to Brunson. Brunson has it up top. Nembhard guarding him. Hands it off to Josh Hart. Hands it off to Randall. Over to Hartenstein. Hands it off to Brunson. Over to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Randall getting some space. Going downhill. Throws up a high floater. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Nesmith ends up with it and saves it over to Halliburton, who's pushing the pace. He's running. Gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton, getting downhill. Over to Nembhard. Hesitation dribble. Brunson switches on to him now. Good switch from the Knicks. Turner hands it off to Halliburton. Good defense from the Knicks. Over to Jalen Smith. Back up top to Turner. They swing it over to Nembhard. Puts up a right wing three. Comes up short, can't get it to go. Fight for the long rebound. Julius Randle comes up with it. He's bringing it down. Forgot to credit. Brunson steps up for a three. And he gets it to go. And it's 13-12. Forgot to credit the Pacers with 2-point basket. But quick 9-point lead for the New York Knickerbockers. A completely different team coming out in this Indiana game in the first quarter than we saw out there in Oklahoma City. Again, that trade puts a little fire under you when a lot of your friends are out the door. Trey X1, welcome, welcome, welcome. Julu, what's up, Julu? Sorry for your loss. Yeah, it's very tough. It's very tough. I'm definitely feeling it. Definitely feeling it. Feels like a new era for the Knicks has officially sort of tipped off. Again, if you guys have anything you wish to ask me, you can put it in the chat now. I'll see it. If you wish for me to answer it directly, you can put it in the super chat as well. We got a lot of people tuning in for the stream tonight. I assume the Knicks news has reinvigorated a bit of interest in what's going on in Knicks Nation. I welcome you guys. I welcome you. If you guys are new here, I hope you have a good time. I hope I'm entertaining enough. I hope this is a well-produced enough stream to keep you guys around. If you like what you're watching and you wish to support, a free way to support is to hit that thumbs up button right below the video and liking the video. All it really does is tell YouTube that, hey, it's a solid piece of content. More people should see it. So please hit that thumbs up button. Helps grow the community. And if you're here and you like the content, feel free to subscribe. We do every Knicks game of every season. We have only missed one Knicks game this season, and it was the second game of the year because of a family matter I had to deal with. But I welcome you all here tonight. Hopefully the Knicks can pick up a nice win. It would be a nice little pick-me-up after what I consider a pretty somber day in Knicks Nation, with two sort of fan favorites out the door, even if it does make the team better. LIIJ, I'm going to call you Li, big dog. He said, side note, the Spider-Man poster is fire. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My guy, Spider-Man. This is the first Spider-Man comic. It's just a poster recreation of the original Spider-Man comic. It's from Amazing Fantasy. I forget what edition it is, what comic it is, but it's from Amazing Fantasy, introducing Spider-Man, and then obviously Spider-Man went on to become who he is. Same thing with Batman. My guy Batman. This isn't the first Batman comic, but it's one of the most popular ones. It's the one that sort of, what's it called? It's the one that sort of established who Batman is and who Joker is and the relationship they have, and you know, the rest is history. M-Toast Vids, I did see you subscribed. Welcome, 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 big dog. Appreciate the support there. He said that's a dope hoodie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do I do get some cool stuff from the family. They know I'm a Knicks fan. They see cool stuff. They get it from me. It's Halliburton crosses over DiVincenzo, gets into the lane, and throws it down. That's not how you want to come out of a timeout, Knicks. Come on. All right, here we go. Oh, we got another subscription from SGIL. S. Gill. Welcome, 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 big dog. Brunson has it up top, crosses back, pulls back on Nembhard. Can't get the three to go, though. Jalen Smith with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Halliburton has it on the right wing. Julius Randle has him on the mismatch. Over to Turner. Turner has it up top. Trying to feed Jalen Smith in the post. He's got the mismatch on Brunson. Even Harnstein switches on to Halliburton. Halliburton delivers a beautiful no-look pass to Turner in the paint for an easy 2. And Halliburton's starting to pick the Knicks apart a little bit. It's a 5-point game. Brunson has it up top. Nembhard guarding him. Over to Randle. Back to Brunson. Nembhard's a good defender. Brunson has it up top. They're trying to feed Randle in the post. They get it to him. He's got Jalen Smith on him. We know Randle's got the strength mismatch here. Let's see if he can be a bully. He's backing him down. Backing him down. Leans in. No foul call. Ton of contact with Jalen Smith there. They say Randle initiated. They let the contact go. Jalen Smith bringing it down. He turns it over. DiVincenzo gets into the passing lane and steals it. Leaves it off for Randle. Coming down the middle of the lane. Euro steps. Kicks it out. DiVincenzo. Right wing 3 in transition. And he makes the Pacers pay, knocking down the 3. So 16-8. Knicks take an 8-point lead. They're shooting 4 for 6 from 3 tonight. A far cry. I believe they hit 5 threes all last game against the OKC Thunder. As Miles Turner answers with the 3 of his own straight away. Brunson bringing it down. Crossing up to his right. Nembhard stays in front of him. Has it on the left side of the court. Up by half court. Brunson coming to his right off a Randle screen. Has it up top. Driving down over to Harnstein. Hands it off to DiVincenzo. Spots up for a right wing 3. And he knocks down another one. DiVincenzo's got it cooking early. He was 0 for 5 from 3 in the previous game. 1 for 7 from the field overall. A significantly better start to this game by the Knicks overall, and specifically DiVincenzo. Nembhard driving it down. Cross-court pass to Nesmith. Up top to Turner, who hands it back to Nesmith. Over to Halliburton. Over to Nesmith on the left wing. Pacers doing a really good job of moving without the ball. Passing it well. Nesmith gets caught in the air. Kicks out to Halliburton. Wide open on the right wing. And he makes the Knicks pay, knocking down the 3. This Pacers team is moving and grooving right now, especially offensively. Here comes Julius Randle straight away. Throws it inside to DiVincenzo, who slips the screen. Out to Brunson. Brunson, jab step, driving along the baseline. Stops, turns, pivots, throws it up off glass. Can't get it to go. A foul is called. And it's going to go against the Knicks, pushing and shoving underneath. They say the Knicks fouled the Pacers, fighting for that rebound there. It's 19-14, 5-point game, 5:24 to go here in the first quarter. Nembhard bringing it down. Brunson guarding him, driving it to his right, gets in the paint, hangs in the air, lays it up. Ball's right off the rim, can't get it to go, but he's fighting Randle for the rebound, and he's able to take it out of his hands, saves it to Nesmith, who puts up the 3, and he splashes it against the Knicks. Absolutely out-hustling the Knicks' 2 big men, Randle and Harnstein, under the basket, able to steal that ball from that rebound from them. And Tom Thibodeau is going to call a timeout. 4:59 to go here, just under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And we'll see how the Knicks answer. We will see. Down 2 guys who... I'm going to keep harping on it because they're my guys. Emmanuel Quickly, who's an absolute spark plug. And RJ Baird, who could also heat up and soaks up a ton of usage for this Knicks team. They're going to need to find answers outside of Randle and Brunson. DiVincenzo has stepped up so far tonight. I think Josh Hart's brought good energy. But they're going to be in a dogfight against this Pacers team. This Pacers team is explosive. We'll see what happens when both teams go to their bench, as the Pacers don't necessarily have a very good deep bench. And the Knicks, obviously down a bunch of players, don't have a deep bench anymore. So we'll see. All right, let's go back up top. Let's go back. Curly Davies, what's up, Curly? Wow, you can make it to a late game, Curly. He said, happy last game of the year, Sheffy. Appreciate the super chat, Curly. Welcome, 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 big dog. Surprised to see you in here on a late game like this. The Knicks play on Saturday at 3 o'clock. I was expecting you on Saturday. Always happy to see you, Curly. Isaiah Gardner, what's up, big dog? He said, yeah, I love the Spider-Man poster. Too, I was saying that to myself when I was looking at it. It's pretty dope, right? I love these 2 things. They were in storage for the longest time, and I was just going to hang them up in the room. And then when I finally put all this together, I saved these 2 spots for this specifically because I love those. I love those. The hat is great, Sheffy from Big Taz. Yes, sir. We got a couple of new hats that I'll be rocking. I usually stick with the classic blue hat with the Knicks logo right on it. Nothing special. But I got a couple of cool hats for Christmas. I'm gonna start rocking a couple of different hats. We got a couple of different ones for Christmas. So the fashion for the stream is definitely stepping up. It's definitely stepping up. Julie said, love that poster. Perfect for the other shoe that's going to drop into the Spider, man. Yeah. A lot of talk about what the Knicks' next move is. Possibly DeJounte Murray. Possibly Donovan Mitchell if he forces the Cavaliers' hand. We'll see. We'll see. Julie said, IQ will certainly be missed. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Big Frank, 2005. Welcome, welcome, welcome. He said, look how friggin' lazy Randall is. Yeah, Randall is, Randall can be very frustrating. That he's been that his whole career. He's been that especially his whole career here in New York. That's just a part of his game that comes with it. As Jalen Brunson gets to the lane and lays it up with the left hand. All right, here come the Pacers. Halliburton has it up top, gets caught in the air, tries to leave it off a Turner. It's a turnover. Brunson has it, hit a head pass to DiVincenzo, goes up and lays it up and in with a nice finger roll. Bad turnover from Halliburton there, leads to a 2-point basket for DiVincenzo. Nice defense from the Knicks. Nembhard has it up top. DiVincenzo guarding him, bringing it to the right side of the court. Up top to Turner. Hands it off to Halliburton. Brunson is chasing him. Inside pass to Turner. Harnstein left him. Was very concerned about Halliburton up top as Brunson fell behind around a screen. And Turner gets an easy layup out of it. Brunson coming to his left, beats Harnstein on the pick and roll. Bully balls Turner in the paint. Why he spun the other way and faded away on a hook shot, I will never know. But Harnstein misses the little push floater and then fouls Turner fighting for the rebound. So not the greatest of starts for Harnstein on the offensive end. Duan Cooley, what's up, big dog? Welcome, welcome. I said, sorry for showing up late. You're not late. Game just started. So I was going to take a break, but I'm going to give Orange and Blue another chance tonight. Halliburton feeds Mathurin in the corner, wide open. Left completely wide open for a three. And guess who's in the game? A guy I completely forgot was on this team. Evan Fournier is playing tonight. Okay. Brunson. He's got Nembhard on him. Crossing over to his right. Gets fouled by Nembhard up top. 3:43 to go. 23-22. Forgot to credit them with that three. It's a 1-point game. And the Knicks are going to inbound it here. Curly said it's Saturday, Sunday, and there's a New Year's holiday, so I'm up for the Bockers. Oh, cool. Happy to have you here, Curly, as always. Brunson has it up top, coming to his left around the Taj Gibson screen. Now going 1-on-1 against Nembhard. Steps back, mid-range pull-up jumper in rhythm. Gets it to go. I almost expected that one to go because he was in such good rhythm. Halliburton hit a head pass to Mathurin. Gets into the lane, now kicks it back to Mathurin. And Mathurin knocks down 2 threes, this time on the left wing. Tied at 25. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson coming to his right off the Gibson screen. Nembhard sticking with it. Ooh, beautiful crossover by Brunson. Gets in the paint. Pump fake, puts it up, can't get it to go. Taj Gibson right there for an offensive rebound and put back. Halliburton over to Buddy Hield, who's rushing it down the court. DiVincenzo trying to stick with him. They kick it out to Turner. Over to Mathurin. Mathurin coming to his left around the screen. Gets in the paint. Stops. Looked like he traveled with it. Gets it out to Buddy Hield. DiVincenzo does a good job of closing out on him. Over to Turner, who pump fakes. Now picks his dribble up. Back to Buddy Hield. Crossing over on Josh Hart, who throws it inside to Miles Turner, who can't knock down the layup. Josh Hart with the rebound. He's pushing the other way. Leaves it off for Gibson, who leaves it off for Fournier. Coming to his left. Puts up a three. Comes up short. Turner with the rebound. Hands it off to Halliburton, who's bringing it down. Coming to his right. Jalen Brunson guarding him. Over to Turner. Taj Gibson leaves him. Turner misses that three pretty badly. Evan Fournier with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Crossing over on Halliburton. He's going to bring it back out. Over to Josh Hart. Over to DiVincenzo. Has it up top. I can see Miles McBride, Deuce, getting ready to check in. He's at the scorer's table. DiVincenzo kicks it over to Josh Hart in the left wing, attacking off the dribble, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Fournier. He's wide open from the right wing. Can't knock down the three, but the Pacers can't corral the rebound. Josh Hart has it, kicks it up top to Taj Gibson, foul line jumper, and he can't get it to go. Josh Hart, another offensive rebound, kicks it in the right wing to Fournier. He's driving it in, leaves it off for DiVincenzo, who's attacking along the baseline, stops in the paint, throws up a right-handed floater, can't get it to go. Taj Gibson almost had an offensive rebound, but Buddy Hield strips him under the basket, gets it over to Tyrese Halliburton. He's bringing it down. Nobody picks him up. He's driving it in. Great defense from Jalen Brunson, not the foul, contests him at the basket. He misses the layup. Here comes Josh Hart off the rebound, kicks it over to Brunson, driving it down, over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart pump fakes, gets in the paint, stops, turns, pivots, now puts it up with a little floater, and it rolls off the rim. Neither team able to convert a layup here. We're dying for a basket from anybody. Halliburton over to Nembhard. Nobody gets back on defense, and Nembhard with an easy layup. He's looking and smiling at his bench thinking, like, geez, Louise, I thought this Knicks team played defense. Brunson has it up top, coming to his left. Gets caught in the air, throws it away to nobody. Tyrese Halliburton picks it off. He's pushing it down the other way, leaves it off for Nembhard, wide open on a transition three. Comes up short, bounces on the rim a couple of times, and it rolls in. He gets a nice, soft, friendly roll. And there is the Pacers' first lead of the game. Got the credit to the Knicks with the two they made. It's 30-27. We're under a minute to go. Josh Hart has it on the right wing, coming to his left around the Gibson screen. Gets into the paint, leaves it off for Gibson under the basket, kicks it out to Fournier. Fournier driving into his right, getting downhill, lays it up with the right hand, airballs a layup. And this is why Fournier hasn't been in the rotation. Mathurin coming down the lane, lays it up with the right hand, nice and easy. And the Pacers build a 5-point lead after going down early. Pacers have come roaring back. There is 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Brunson has it up top. Gets the Mathurin switch, coming to his left around the Gibson screen, gets caught in the mid-range, kicks it over to Fournier. They swing it over to DiVincenzo, left corner three, gets blocked by Halliburton, and they almost threw it away, but Fournier picks it off on the left wing. He puts it up, can't get it to go. Josh Hart, another offensive rebound, over to Brunson. They're going to hold it for the final shot of the quarter here. Brunson has it up top. Buddy Hield guarding him, is going one-on-one, and Buddy Hield fouls him. They had a foul to give. 6 seconds to go. 32-27, Knicks down 5. It's been a very hectic, fast-paced game here. Ooh. So a couple of substitutions being made on both sides. The Knicks come out with Deuce, Brunson, Randall, Hart, and I believe Gibson. Yes. And the Pacers come out with Mathurin, TJ McConnell, Isaiah Jackson, Andrew Nembhard, and Aaron Nesmith. Brunson coming down, gets stripped by Gibson, throws it over to Fournier. He throws it up at the buzzer as it expires. Can't get the three to go. And that's the end of the first quarter there. So, an eventful first quarter where the Knicks came out roaring, ready to go, seemed energized after the news today of the big trade. The Knicks down a bunch of bodies because you traded out players, and the players you traded for aren't ready to play, obviously. So they are having to make do with guys who aren't normally in the rotation. We just saw Deuce McBride check in. So that's one player who we know for a fact is going to get minutes now that Emmanuel Quickley isn't around. And we see Evan Fournier getting minutes. I completely forgot about Evan Fournier. Did not expect to see him tonight, although I should have. We haven't seen Quentin Grimes, which makes me believe he is not available tonight, which is unfortunate because since trading Emmanuel Quickley and trading RJ Barrett, you would think that, okay, time for Quentin Grimes to step up. He's had a pretty disappointing season so far. So it would make sense that now with a lot of opportunity opened up, maybe Quentin Grimes can step into a role that he's maybe a little bit more comfortable in. Maybe he takes it upon himself to be a little bit more diligent in terms of putting the ball on the floor and making better plays. It's unfortunate we don't get to see him tonight when the rotation is so open, but we'll see. We'll see. Hart, what's up, Hart? Happy to see you made the stream, big dog. Happy to have you. Hard said Knicks first was asking where we get IQ points. Evan to the rescue. I mean, he's been firing away, and I like that, but he has not hit anything so far. Abby Annie, welcome, welcome, welcome. You got Indiana Pacers with the money with wings emoji. I assume you got some bets going the Indiana Pacers way. We'll see how the game turns out. Curly said, second quarter shine can't come soon enough. I'm hoping that the Knicks have a bit of a turnaround. They can make some things happen here. The defense hasn't been too impressive, but I mean, this Pacers team plays so fast, it's going to be tough to stop them. Marley said Evan LMAO 0 for 5. Yeah. Marley also said Deuce is going to wall out. I'm hoping so. I'm a big Deuce fan. I've got something to say about the Knicks guard rotation moving forward, but we'll save it for halftime. McConnell bringing it down. Coming to his right around an Isaiah Jackson screen, gets caught in the air. Taj Gibson swats what I think is a pass out of bounds. So the ball is going to go back to the Pacers here. They're going to inbound it under the basket. And there's a problem with the clock, I think. Refs are talking about it. Real Brooklyn, what's up, Real? Happy to see you, Brooklyn. Welcome. Said, can't say I'll miss Barrett. Dude is performing subpar. Don't like Quigley being gone, though. He was really good off the bench. Yeah, I mean, look, Quigley wants an opportunity to start. Again, we'll talk about more at halftime, but definitely going to miss Quigley. A lot more than we're going to miss RJ. McConnell gets along the baseline, slithers his way in, and knocks down a baseline jumper, as he does. That's what he does. Deuce McBride bringing it down. Over to Taj. Gets it out to Randall. Randall has it up top. Guess who's guarding him? Obi Toppin. This is the matchup we all came to watch. Deuce McBride has it on the right wing. Feeds Obi Toppin in the post. Feeds Randall in the post. He's got Obi on him. Leans in, step back, baseline, fadeaway jumper. Can't get it to go. Taj gives him the rebound. Kicks out to Fournier in the left corner. And he gets the three to go. Evan Fournier's first points of the game. Welcome to the game, Evan Fournier. Obi hands it off to Matherin up top. Josh Hart guarding him. Over to Jackson. Back to Matherin. Josh Hart daring him to shoot. He pump fakes. One dribble inside. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Coming to his left. Getting downhill. Leans in. They close out on him. Deuce has it up top. Buddy Hield comes out to close on him. Coming to his left. Around the Gibson screen. Steps back. Over to Gibson in the paint. Turns over the left shoulder. Throws up a right-handed hook. Can't get it to go. Isaiah Jackson comes up with a big old block. McConnell over to Toppin. Over to Buddy Hield, coming to his right off the Obi screen. Gets it back out to McConnell. McConnell with Deuce on him, coming to his right. And a moving screen on Isaiah Jackson. And it's a turnover. Ball going back to the Knicks here. 34-30. Charles Adderley, welcome. Good night, happy holiday season. Greetings from Nassau, Bahamas. I just smashed the like button. Appreciate you, Charles. Appreciate you. Happy to see you. Thank you for the support, big dog. Josh Hart has it on the right wing. Matherin guarding him. Over to Taj Gibson. Up top to Fournier. Beating Randall in the post. Over Obi Toppin. He's trying to front him a little bit. Randall has it in the post. Leans in. Throws up a left-handed hook shot. Gets it to go. Went right through the chest of Obi Toppin. Got it to go. He's very physical with Obi to start. He likes this matchup. McConnell coming down the lane. Goes under the basket along the baseline. Josh Hart takes it right out of his hands. And gets it over to Deuce. Deuce bringing it down in transition. Hit a head pass to Fournier. Matherin does a good job closing out on him. Fournier can't get the shot up. Coming to his left around the Gibson screen. Fournier crossing over to Josh Hart, who attacks off the dribble quickly, gets to the basket, lays it up with the left hand, and gets it to go. Obi Toppin is no rim deterrent. As Josh Hart, not afraid of Obi Toppin at the basket, laid it up and in right over him. And a timeout from the Indiana Pacers. And another subscription from Fat Cat. Welcome. Happy to see you. Appreciate you. Welcome, everybody. Seems like we got a lot of new people here in chat today. I welcome you all. I will say it again. I will say it a couple of times tonight because we got a lot of new people. Happy to have you all here. But if you'd like to show support to the stream, there's a couple of ways to do it for free. One way to do it is to hit that thumbs up button right below the video. You like the video, and it's a good way to support the stream. And all it really does is tell YouTube, hey, this is a solid piece of content. More people should see it. and then we can get more people in chat, and the community continues to grow. I love having you guys in here. I love talking basketball with you guys. So the more people we have, the more fun it'll be. And you also like the content, you like what we do here, you can hit that subscribe button. We do every Knicks game of every season. We have only missed one game this season, and it was the second game of the year. So I appreciate you guys. We've grown exponentially this season. Last season was just the beginning. This season, we've come out. We're doing it bigger. We're doing it better. I'm getting better at it. I hope I'm entertaining enough for you guys, and I love having you here. All right. Curly said, big question for you, Sheffy. Who's the new fan favorite now? I mean, considering a lot of the young guys who the Knicks drafted are gone, I think Deuce is next in line to sort of be like the young plucky guy off the bench who we really love, who we want to see play a little bit more. I think him. I think Jalen Brunson's already fan for. It's hard for me to call like the best player on the team fan favorite, so I'm gonna stay away from the Brunson or Randall pick because Randall's been awesome this year. I know we can quibble about like his effort on certain plays and whether or not he gets back on defense enough, but he's been awesome this year. Fan favorites, I would go Deuce. I would say maybe Quentin Grimes. I mean, look, it's tough when you don't have guys on your team who you drafted anymore. I would say Grimes, but again, he's been such a disappointment this year that, you know. So I guess I would go Deuce, and we'll see sort of how this team develops in the chemistry. Maybe Anunoby becomes a fan favorite. I don't know. Maybe Achua becomes a fan favorite. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Charles Adderley said, let's go Pacers. You got a Pacers fan. I welcome you. I welcome you as always. You can clearly see where my allegiance lies, but I welcome you. I always welcome the people who root for other teams. Happy to see the community growing, even from other fan bases. All right, we're back into it. Isaiah Jackson has it in the paint, lays it up and in. And Deuce McBride bringing it down. He has it up top. McConnell guarding him over to Fournier. He's got Buddy Hield on him. Throws it in the post to Randall. He's got Obi Toppin on him. Looking to abuse him. Leans in. And a defensive 3 seconds on Isaiah Jackson. So the Knicks are going to shoot a free throw. Looks like Randall's going to the free throw line. He's been shooting free throws pretty well this year, so I'll give it to you, Randall. Just knock down the free throw. Charles said, thanks for the warm welcome and professional appreciation. Well, I appreciate all you guys. We're all, at the end of the day, we're fans of basketball. We just have different allegiances. So I welcome you. Hope you have a good time here. You may be a Pacers fan, and I may be a Knicks fan, but you're actually a 76ers fan, Charles. Well, I still welcome you. Still welcome you. Happy you're tuning into a random Knicks-Pacers game. Appreciate you. Randall leans in. The ball gets deflected out of bounds. Ball's going to stay with the Knicks. It's 35 after Randall made that free throw. And I forgot to credit the Pacers with a 2-point basket. It's 35-36. It's a 1-point game. 8:55 to go. They feed it over to Randall. Randall pump fakes. Obi goes flying by. He's in the paint. Cross-court pass to Deuce. Catches, fires as the shot clock expires. Can't get the 3 to go. Obi Toppin with the rebound. McConnell bringing it down left side of the court. Fournier is going to pick him up. Coming to his right over to Buddy Hield. Sets his feet. Fires from 3. Gets it to go. I mean, that's a guy you can't leave open. You can't give him space. And the Knicks did. And they paid for it. Deuce bringing it down now. He has it up top. McConnell guarding him. Coming to his left around the Taj Gibson screen. Crosses between his legs. Gets to the mid-range. Pull-up jumper. Gets it to go. Like to see that from Deuce. Like to see him have some off-the-bounce creativity there. I feel like he's got that in his game, and I like to see it come out. The opportunity is going to open up for him with no manual quickly. Hope he takes advantage of it. Matherin has it up top. Settles for a 3 over Josh Hart. Can't get it to go. That's his first miss from the perimeter today. Knocked down his first 3s. Randall, cross-court pass to Fournier, who was out of bounds when he caught it. Absolute bullet pass from Randall over to Fournier in the corner, who was open from 3, but had his heels out of bounds. So the ball's going back to the Pacers. Toppin gets it into McConnell, who's bringing it down. McConnell has it up top. Deuce guarding him. Coming to his right around the Buddy Hield screen. Crosses over to his left. Is in the paint. Lays it up. Gets the and one and a foul on Deuce McBride. Come on, Deuce. You're supposed to be a defensive maestro. You get crossed over by McConnell. Can't let that happen. Just under 8 minutes to go. That's another 2-point basket for the Pacers with McConnell at the line for one more. Marley said, we still love Grimes or not? LOL, he gone too. He's most likely gone in the next trade, which will happen at some point in the season, I believe, as McConnell knocks down the free throw. It's a 5-point game, 37 to 42. Randall gives it over to Josh Hart up top. Euro steps in the paint, throws up a tough floater, hits off the front of the rim, can't get it to go. Buddy Hield with the rebound. He's bringing it down, hit ahead past the Toppin, over to Mathurin, who goes up for a two-handed slam. The Pacers out and running. They are out and running. I just noticed also Bruce Brown is not in the game. He is not. Tom Thibodeau calls a timeout. Oof, okay, I needed a breather. Bruce Brown is not suited up for the Pacers today. He is out. I just noticed. Risk Taker. What's up, Risk Taker? He said, who had the first basket? Not sure. I mean, I could check real quick for sure. Let's see. This is a good time we can go through the box score as well as we're here at a timeout. Big Taz said, Grimes will be sent to Atlanta in a package from Murray, I believe. I'm not a fan of DeJounte Murray at all, but I do think that a trade is in the pipeline for the Knicks, whether it's Murray or Donovan Mitchell or, maybe something else happens. But all right, so the first basket of the game was made by Julius Randle, risk taker. All right, we can go through the box score of the game so far. It's a very high-scoring game, 44 to 37, 7:22 to go left in the. Left the timer running. 7:22 left to go here in the second quarter. If you guys didn't know, this is a one-man production here. I am controlling the scoreboard. I am reading the comments. I am sifting through what you guys are saying. I'm also commentating over the game. I'm also doing the fact-checking and scoreboard watching. Doing it all by myself. It is a one-man production over here. All right, we're at the box score here. Julius Randle is 8-3-3. He's 3 for 6 from the field. Since Obi Toppin has come in, he's been very aggressive calling for the ball. He wants that matchup. He wants to go one-on-one on him. Harnstein, 0 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound. Brunson, 7 points. He's 3 for 7 from the field. He's knocked down to 3. Josh Hart's knocked down to 3. He's 3 for 5. Does have 8 rebounds already. Josh Hart has been snatching those rebounds, especially those long rebounds. He's just been flying all over the place. This is the Josh Hart that the Knicks signed, by the way. He's got 7 and 8 already, and there's 7:22 left to go in the second quarter. I get that he's starting in place of RJ Barrett, so he has a larger role. He's going to have a larger usage, but at the same time, it's like, where have you been all season? Like, he's been up and down as well. And for a player who plays with energy, that's like his calling card, his effort and his energy, there's really no excuse. There's really no excuse for Josh Hart being as inconsistent as he's been this year. But here he is being awesome. This is the Josh Hart we've been waiting for. DiVincenzo, he's 2 for 3. He's knocked down 2 threes for the Knicks. He's got 8 points as well. Everyone has scored except for Isaiah Harnstein. Because Taj Gibson scored, he's got 2 points. McBride has scored, he's got 2 points. Evan Fournier is 1 for 6, 1 for 5 from 3. But he did knock down that 1 3. He's got 3 points. As for the Pacers, Miles Turner's got 9. Nembhard with 5. Halliburton with 5. He also has 8 assists already. He's going crazy. Mathurin has 10 points off the bench. All right, we're back into it. Brunson coming to his left. Comes off a Randle screen. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Harnstein chases down the long rebound. Out to Fournier. Fournier for 3. Knocks down the corner 3. Seems like Fournier is going to start to heat up here as he's getting more into rhythm. His first real minutes of the season. Mathurin has it up top. Being guarded by Deuce. Over to McConnell. Swings it over to Hield on the right wing. Bringing it to the middle. Fournier guarding him over to Obi. Gets it quickly to Mathurin on the left wing. Deuce guarding him. Matherin's going to put him in the post. Evan Fournier comes from behind. Pokes it away. Mathurin puts it up. Being guarded by 2 players. McBride tries to put his hands up last second, but it's a foul on McBride. And one for Mathurin. Mathurin is feeling it tonight. Not great for the Knicks. He's knocking down perimeter jumpers and everything. DR from U2. Is that Doctor from Utu? DR from Utu? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Peter, what's up, Peter? Welcome. Mathurin knocks down the free throw. Brunson bringing it down, crossing over to his right, gets in the lane, kicks it out to Fournier. Fournier coming over, throws a lob pass to Harnstein, who catches, comes down with it, gets it out to Randall. Randall with Obi Toppin guarding him, pump fakes, driving it to his left. Step back, mid-range, pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. I hate this version of Randall. Deuce McBride has it, inside pass to Randall, who lays it up and in and good. Good, beautiful pass. Quick pass from Deuce McBride. McConnell bringing it down the right side, crosses over to his right, and a foul on the perimeter by Jalen Brunson. 6:18 to go here in the second quarter. McConnell's going to inbound it here for the Pacers. 6:18 to go. 42-47. Pacers up 5. McConnell gets it into Hield. Back to McConnell. He's going to bring it up top. Brunson guarding him. Over to Obi Toppin on the left wing. Pump fakes, driving it along the baseline. Gets caught in the air. Kicks it out to Mathurin. Tried to throw a bullet pass inside to Isaiah Jackson. Harnstein bringing it down off the steal. Now gets it out to Brunson. Gets blocked from behind by Isaiah Jackson, but a foul call there. Brunson going to the free throw line. Love to see it. Love to see it. DR from Utu said, who would you include for a D. Mitch trade, for a Donovan Mitchell trade? Grimes, Fournier, probably almost every pick the Knicks have, because I don't want to give up any more assets or players on the team. But obviously, that's not going to be enough. Grimes and Fournier, that's not enough. It'd be like Grimes, Fournier, McBride, and every pick the Knicks have available in order to prime away from Cleveland. But again, I don't think that's a trade that would be feasible. I don't know who the Knicks could include. Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, but again, I don't think those are players that the Knicks would want to include, and I don't think those are players that the Cleveland Cavaliers would necessarily be interested. Maybe DiVincenzo, but I don't know. The Knicks don't really have the assets after getting rid of Quickly and RJ to sort of throw into a deal to sweeten the pot for the Cavs. Brunson knocks down both free throws. It's 47-44. Forgot to correct the scoreboard there. Halliburton gets the handoff. We just checked back in. Over to Obi Toppin left wing. Pump fakes from 3. Randall goes for it. Obi attacking Harnstein off the dribble and finishes around Harnstein, who tried to contest him at the basket. Harnstein goes down holding his neck. Looks like Obi Toppin inadvertently elbowed Harnstein in the neck. He's up and down the court. Brunson has it on the right wing, coming off a Randall screen. He's got Nembhard in the post, stops, turns, fades over the other shoulder, can't get it to go along the baseline. Halliburton clears with the rebound. He's bringing it down, looking to push the pace, dancing with the ball a little bit, over to Mathurin. Harnstein guarding him. They throw it inside to Isaiah Jackson. It's a bad pass from Mathurin, goes right over his head and sails out of bounds. It's going to the Knicks here. 5:21 to go. It's a 5-point game. And I feel like after that first quarter explosion, the Knicks necessarily haven't played that well. Brunson bringing it down, Nembhard guarding him. Brunson has it on the left wing, over to Harnstein up top. Harnstein trying to get it to Randall. Finally does. He's got Obi Toppin in the post. Randall, he wants to go right at Toppin. Spins along the baseline, spins again, goes right at him. Obi Toppin with a block. Randall gets it right back and lays it up and in with the left hand. Going right into the chest of Obi Toppin. I love that matchup. This is what we've come to see. Right, this is what everybody's here for. Nembhard crosses over to his right, goes under the basket, ball's tipped away, fight for it, knocked away from Harnstein. DiVincenzo chases it down, coming down the other way, and just loses it in transition. Goes out of bounds. It's going to the Pacers. Ivan, what's up, Ivan? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I know it hurts to trade RJ and IQ, but it had to be done. For us to get bigger and have more wings. I know it hurts to trade RJ and I. Oh, you just said it twice. Yeah, it does hurt. And it's okay that it hurts, even if I can acknowledge that it probably makes the team better, and Anunoby fits this team better than RJ does, and that it makes more sense for IQ. Nembhard gets into the paint, gets Deuce McBride in the area, had a nice, easy, wide-open left-handed layup and can't get it to go. Brunson, over to McBride. Now up top to Hartenstein. Over to Deuce. Deuce gets it into Randall. Obi tried to go for the steal. Randall cross-court pass DiVincenzo, swings it over to Brunson. Wide open left wing three. Splashes it, nothing but net. Love to see it. Tied at 49. I keep forgetting to credit the Pacers with their baskets. They just play too fast. Halliburton gets caught in the air, feeds Obi Toppin out of the corner for three, and he answers right back for a three. 3:50 to go. Peter said, you know the timer is useless. You can't keep up with it. Curly said, I don't want to be the guy to say it, but I think the game is getting away from us. I mean, it's close. It's back and forth. Look, the Pacers will allow the Knicks to maintain in the game. They don't really play defense. So they'll allow the Knicks to stay in the game if the Knicks continue to score points, and I think they will. Randall goes right at Toppin, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Deuce. Deuce pump fakes. Throws it off of Halliburton inadvertently, but it's going to remain with the Knicks. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock here for the Knicks. DiVincenzo gets it into Brunson on the left wing. Jab step over to Hartenstein in the paint. Little flip shot. Gets it to go. Beautiful pass. And the referee blows the whistle, stops the play. Hartenstein has blood on him. So referee does a good job stopping the game. He's going to go get cleaned up by the trainer. Kendra, what's up, Kendra? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Welcome back. Curly said, we've got a good guy coming in, though. And we do. And I'm excited. I'm really excited for OG Anunoby. A lot less excited about Precious Achiuwa and Malachi Flynn, although I'm excited to see if maybe a new home for them can sort of rejuvenate them a little bit. More so excited for Achiuwa. Gives us a legit backup big that the Knicks haven't had since Mitchell Robinson went down and Jericho Sims also went down. So we'll see if Tom Thibodeau uses him. I believe he will get a chance as the backup big over Taj Gibson once he becomes acclimated with the team. I don't see Malachi Flynn getting a chance too much with the team. I think Tom Thibodeau would much rather go with Deuce McBride. But we'll see. We'll see once they get here. Obviously, OG Anunoby is going to start at the three. Obviously, right? But again, we'll talk about it a little bit more if you guys want to know my full thoughts. Oh, Jericho Sims is actually cleared to play tonight, but Tom Thibodeau gone with the Taj Gibson rotation. All right, we're back into it. Halliburton has it up top. Deuce guarding him, driving it to his left, stepping back, puts up the three over Deuce. Can't get it to go. Obi Toppin jumped way too early. He tried to get a reverse tip slam. Can't get it to go. Randall bringing it down the other way. Neesmith guarding him, leans in. Bullet pass inside to Hartenstein, who gets blocked by Toppin. And he saves it over to Miles Turner. Obi Toppin creating some highlight plays here. Halliburton bringing it down. Over to Neesmith, swinging in the corner to Nembhard, corner three, out of the left corner. Gets it to go over Randall, who's a little late to close out there. Trying to get back on defense. Got to be faster than that. Brunson has it on the left side of the court. Nembhard guarding him. Crosses over to his left, rejects the Randall screen. He's going to keep it. He's got Nembhard in the post now along the left baseline. Leans in, cross-court pass, DiVincenzo wide open, out of the corner for three. And he answers Nembhard right back, knocking down the three out of the right corner for Donte DiVincenzo. And Halliburton pushing the other way. Pacers love to play fast. Halliburton pushes the pace. DiVincenzo falls down on the screen. Nembhard gets open for a three as Halliburton hits him. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Nembhard comes up with it. Neesmith missed the three. Nembhard came up with the offensive rebound, and he gets fouled going up for a layup. 2:15 to go. 1 point game, 55-54. Nembhard going to the free throw line for two more. At the line. Hart said, we don't have a full squad. We don't. Like, look, we're playing Evan Fournier up there. When Tom Thibodeau goes to Evan Fournier, you know for a fact that he is hurting for players to find and play. Josh of Los Angeles, welcome, welcome, welcome. He said Precious may start. Precious is 1,000% not going to start, Josh. He is 1,000% not going to start. Brunson bringing it down as Nembhard knocked down his 2 free throws. Brunson has it. Nembhard guarding him. He has it on the left wing. He's going one-on-one on him. He hasn't had too much success in going one-on-one against Nembhard. Nembhard's a good defender. Brunson leans in, can't get it to go. DiVincenzo comes flying in and tips that ball up and in. And the Knicks make it a 1-point game, 57-56. Knicks hanging in there. Halliburton coming to his left off a screen. DiVincenzo guarding him, crossing over to his right, around the Turner screen, dancing around. It gets caught in the air. Kicks it, cross-court pass to Toppin, over to Nembhard. Deep, straightaway 3, can't get it to go. DiVincenzo with the rebound, quick hit ahead pass to Randall. Randall gets grabbed, lays it up, can't get the finger roll to go. Come on, Randall. But it's a foul on Nembhard. So Randall going to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Hart says Wade Flynn. I could see that happening. I could also see them just kind of keeping him on the roster. He's a pretty good basketball player. I just don't. He's definitely not a Tibbs player. He doesn't really play defense. So I don't see him cracking this rotation. I think Tibbs would much rather go with Deuce than take a chance with Flynn. Randall misses the first free throw. Curly said, I don't know much about the other 2 guys apart from Googling them earlier today. Precious having a brother named God's gift is good enough for me. Yeah, Randall knocked down the second free throw, tying it at 57. Precious Achiuwa is an interesting player. Again, we have 1:30 to go here in the second. We'll get a bit deeper into the basketball side of things after this half ends. Nembhard in the paint, a lot of fakes. Tried to throw in the corner to Obi, but DiVincenzo, beautiful defense, tips it off. Hart leaves it off for Randall. Randall's going to pull it back out. He's got Miles Turner on him. Randall dancing with the ball up top, very loose with it. Straightaway 3, comes up well short. Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound, hit ahead pass to Miles Turner, who lays it up, gets it to go. Rick Carlisle wanted a foul, no foul called though. We're under a minute to go. Brunson has it on the right wing, coming to his left towards the top. Dancing with it. He's got Nembhard on his hip. Pump fake, step through, puts up a floater, can't get it to go, but there is a foul call. So Brunson going to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Can tie it at 59. Kendra said, did you hear the latest news about trades for the Toronto Raptors? No, Kendra. What happened? I didn't hear it. What could have happened earlier today? Josh said, talk to me in 2 weeks. Sure. I can, Josh. Difficult to resist the urge to demand IQ in the game. Reality just sit in. Harnstein, bad spacer and doesn't score. OG is an elite defender. This hates starting Harnstein. Book it. Listen, Tom Thibodeau's ethos is to have a center on the court, a rim protector on the court, more specifically. And Achiuwa doesn't provide that. He is not starting over Isaiah Harnstein. Achiuwa is good. He's probably going to be used as a backup 4 for Randall, and then maybe some spot minutes at the 5. But he's not starting for this team. He does not provide the defense that Tibbs needs. Halliburton steps back on the right wing, knocks down a 3 as nobody for the Knicks closes out to him. There's 30 seconds to go. Brunson has it up top, crossing over, gets through the lane, feeds a beautiful no-look pass to DiVincenzo, cutting along the baseline. He throws it down. 62-60. Forgot to credit Brunson with his free throw. 19 seconds to go. Halliburton's going to hold it for what could be the final shot of the game, although there is a 4-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Halliburton has it up top. Harnstein switches onto him. They bring a soft double team. Cross-court pass to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield coming down the lane, lays it up with the right hand over DiVincenzo, gets it to go. DiVincenzo over to Randall. Randall bringing it down. Time winding down, getting all the way in the lane, throws it up with the left hand, gets it to go on a floater. He's also looking at the ref looking for a foul call. But it's 64-62, 0.4 of a second remaining. They're not going to be able to get the shot off. Time expires, and that's the end of the half. 2-point game. Knicks doing a good job hanging in with the Pacers scoring-wise. also decent enough job keeping them from scoring. This game, if this is if the game doubles, if it's a very similar second half to the first half, this game will end with around 120 to 130 points, which is a very, very high scoring game. Crim's dad. What's up, Crim's dad? Welcome, 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 Crim's dad. Happy New Year, Sheppy and the Spicy crew. Happy to see you. This is our last game of 2023, and then we have New Year's. We won't see each other again until Saturday, and by then, actually today's Saturday, today's game. We won't see each other until Monday when we play Minnesota, and at that point, it will be 2024, and it will be a brand new year. We also got a subscription from Cara. Thank you, Cara. Welcome, 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 welcome. Happy to have you. A lot of new people in chat tonight. Happy to see everybody. Kendra said RJ is going to the Raptors. I didn't know, Kendra. I didn't know. Interesting. Hard said, bring in Kevin Garnett out of retirement or Olajuwon. Curly said, I'll take a 2-point game at a halftime. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, the Knicks are playing behind the 8 ball. They got a lot of guys out, obviously because of the trade earlier today. And with obviously those guys in trade not being ready to play, the Knicks having to go to some interesting lineups that haven't seen the court together ever. Evan Fournier getting a chance there in that first half. Knocked down 2 threes. Cool. Deuce McBride getting a more expanded role with no Emmanuel Quickley. Josh Hart getting the start with no RJ. And only being down 2 to the Pacers, who for the most part are pretty healthy today. They are missing their starting small forward with Bruce Brown, but for the most part they're pretty healthy and they look it. They're off and running. They're getting easy baskets, pushing the pace on us. It's a very high scoring game. This is definitely a pace being controlled by Halliburton right now. He's already up to 11 assists in this game. Poppy Kylo also subscribed. We got a lot of new subscribers here today. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate the support, everybody. Happy to have all you new people in. Julie said, great effort considering the circumstances. Yeah, I mean, they're playing hard. Playing hard. They're trying. Gotta give them credit for that. M, what's up, M? Carl Baptiste, what's up, Carl? Big Johnson too. He said, keep Dante in the starting lineup. Dante's been fantastic tonight. He was absolutely horrendous in that OKC game. But everybody gets a bad game every now and again. He's been absolutely fantastic for the most part since entering the starting lineup. So happy to see Dante bouncing back and playing well tonight. When the Knicks are fully healthy, I'd rather see Dante come in off the bench as more of a spark plug, take in a little bit more of that quickly role, and have Quentin Grimes and OG Anunoby out there as perimeter defenders. Woo! That would be a tough perimeter defensive unit out there with OG Anunoby and Quentin Grimes out there, and then with the healthy Mitchell Robinson down in the paint. Hold on. This team kind of gets an identity back. So disappointed that we can't see OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson together, because that sort of 2-man defensive unit right there would just woof. Can't wait to see it. M, what's up, M? Welcome. So does it even matter anymore? This team sucks now. Sorry, I hate my fellow Knicks fans. Just delusional. This is the worst trade ever. I'm so happy that Gibson and Fournier are now our bench. LMAO, what a joke. I mean, they're our bench because the guys we traded for aren't available tonight. If you missed earlier, I did a whole spiel about how it's okay to be super emotional about this trade. I know I am. I'm disappointed that Manuel Quickley and RJ Barrett are no longer Knicks. I did a whole thing about how they were my favorite players on the team. And it sucks that they're traded. And I'm not happy to see it. Although I can recognize that objectively, this is a very good trade for the Knicks. Brings in a positional need, a player that is needed if you tend having a big wing that can defend multiple positions, 1 through 4, effectively, is not just needed, it's necessary to compete for a championship. And this Knicks team clearly has shown today that they intend to compete for a championship and not sit on their laurels and not just be okay with being a good team. They want to get over the hump and be a great team. So this isn't the only trade they're likely going to make this season. If you listen to a lot of the beat reporters, especially Ian Begley, if you guys want to listen to a reliable source with great intel around the league, Ian Begley is the guy for the Knicks. I would suggest you listen to what he has to say. He said, look, this is unlikely to be the Knicks' only move this season. They're going to be very active in the trade market, especially come around the trade deadline. So we'll see. Once everything is settled and all the dust clears, I think that would be the appropriate time to sort of grade the trade. It's also let's give them some time to actually get on the court and play together before we fully judge how everything looks. But I get the frustration, Em. I do, but I think it's more delusional to believe that making the trade that they did today sets them back. Obviously, they have another move they have to make now, but we'll see. When everybody is available to play and everyone is healthy, we'll see where the Knicks stand then. Julie said, OG guards Ant Monday. Good look. Sorry, Julie. Good look to see what we just purchased. Yeah. OG Anunoby is definitely going to get the Ant Edwards assignment on Monday, as he is projected to be ready to play on Monday. So we'll get to see him. He gets a very quick and early test with this Knicks team to show why the Knicks went out and traded 2 fan favorites for him. So we'll see early. Curly Davis says, is this the New Year's game early? Is the New Year games early? Yes. On Monday, it is a 3 o'clock game. Yes, Curly, yes. I misread what you said for a second. Krim's dad with a very generous super chat yet again. Appreciate you, Krim's dad. You've been coming in here lately with the super chats. Appreciate you, big dog. You said Knicks Raptors trade send not only the players' names, but also 2 fans from the Knicks to Toronto, Julius Caesar and Carl Jean-Baptiste. Pack your bags and your winter coats. Krim's dad, if you missed earlier in the stream, you can go back and watch it real quick. I gave a quick spiel about how sad and disappointed I am as a fan first. I didn't want to do any analysis of the game or anything like that. I just wanted to be a fan for a bit and talk about how sad and disappointed I am to see the players go, even if I can objectively look at the trade and say that it makes the Knicks better long term. But again, we'll have to wait and see until everybody's ready to play. But I am excited. Look, apart from the disappointment, I am excited to see OG Anunoby with this team. He's a really good player, and I hope it works out for the Knicks. Whew. Where are we? Okay, M said, OG ain't anything. I'd take OG for RJ and quickly 08 were the idiots who gave them up. I mean, look, I've said it a million times. I'm part of the RJ fan club. I'm up there. I may not be the president or even the vice president, but I'm up there. I'm one of the biggest RJ fans in the fan base, but I'm not delusional as to what he's been as a player throughout his 4 years. In his 5th year, just ridiculously inefficient. I love RJ. I wish him the best. I hope he eventually figures it out. It's just not going to be here as a Knick. I'll be rooting for his success. And as far as the Immanuel Quickley portion of it, I think Immanuel Quickley can be in future All-Star discussions as he acclimates to a new role as a starting point guard. Wish it would have happened here with the Knicks. Wish he would have got his opportunity to start at some point, but it didn't happen, and I understand it. But you got to give up good players to get good players, and OG Anunoby fits the role of a team that's looking to compete at a higher level. So again, we'll see how it works out for both sides. Only time will tell. And the Knicks are obviously not done making moves, so again, I will hold judgment fully until we see what the Knicks come out with at the end of the trade deadline. Julu said, Dante is a stopgap for Spider. Enjoy your time, Ragu. We'll see. The obvious next trade is for shooting guard. Donovan Mitchell is the clear guy that I think most people in the fan base, mine included, think should be the target of the Knicks. We'll see. I think the most logical one, if we look at sort of where the salaries match and where teams are going to end up in terms of the standings and who's going to be buyers and sellers, I think a lot of people are looking at DeJounte Murray. I'm not a fan, but again, we'll see what this front office comes up with. They made a big swing today, and they got another at-bat coming up before the deadline ends. David said, OG is going to propel the Knicks into the East Finals. See, we got one side of M who's not happy with the OG trade, and we got the other side with David in the fan base who is super excited about the OG trade, thinking he's going to help propel the Knicks to the East Finals. I'd probably fall somewhere in the middle, but you can see the two sides of the argument here. Marley keeping it to tonight's game. He said Hart with 8 rebounds, Evan with 2 3-pointers. Yeah, I mean, look, Evan's taking a bunch of shots. I wish he would hit a couple of more other than 2 threes. But he's just getting back into the rhythm. It's his first real minutes of the season. M said, healthy Mitch. He gets into foul trouble with all the good centers and can't stay healthy. See, he's only one that we should have moved. I mean, look, Mitchell Robinson 2 years ago broke his hand in a freak play and then broke his foot, which is something that happens to people who are 7 feet tall. Happened to Embiid, happened to Mitch, happens to most centers. That tall, it's just not natural for those guys to move the way they do and be that big. But yeah, I mean, him getting hurt and having these surgeries is a problem. But at the same time, it's like when he plays, he's not just good, he's elite. And all you really need is a handful of seasons of healthy Mitchell Robinson. So he is the backbone of the defense. They were a top 10 defense with him healthy. I believe they were 8 or 9 before he went down with the injury. Since then, they've been one of the 5 worst defenses in the league. So there's your value for Mitchell Robinson. David said, now we need DeJounte Murray in orange and blue skies to the finals. David's a fan of DeJounte Murray. I'm not, but I can see it. Fat Cat, what's up, Fat Cat? He said Quickly has the most potential out of anybody in that trade. I agree with you, Fat Cat. I 100% agree with you. Potential isn't always realized, but he does have the potential to reach all-star levels, which I think is higher than OG Anunoby and also higher than RJ Barrett. M said, I hate Gibson and Fournier. I'm so disgusted. I don't like OG. I'm pissed. That's fine, Big Dog M. I get it. You could be emotional about it. I'm with you. I don't hate Gibson or Fournier for that matter. But like, listen, those guys are not part of the rotation. They are stopgap players until some of our guys get healthy and the guys we traded for become available for the team to play. They're not going to be part of the rotation, M. I would just, sleep on it, relax, and wait till Monday. Fat Cat said, I feel like this is a panic move from the Knicks. I feel the opposite, Fat Cat. I think if it was a panic move, they would have, the Toronto Raptors would have pried a lot more picks from them. You guys got to realize that the Knicks didn't give up any draft capital. They gave up the 31st pick in next year's draft, the Detroit Pistons second round pick. That's what they gave up. If they panicked, they would have given Toronto more. Toronto most likely asked for first round picks, and the Knicks said, no, thank you. And after asking around the league, the Toronto Raptors finally settled on what the Knicks were offering, which was Emmanuel Quickly and RJ Barrett. They kept the draft capital in order to go out and make another trade. Again, I would wait to see what other trade comes down the pipeline for the Knicks before I fully judge what they do. We got way more comments from other people. Again, I will. The more people who are in chat, the harder it's going to be to read all of your guys' comments as we're getting ready to check back into the third quarter here. So if there's something you really, really want me to read, I would suggest putting it in a super chat so I could see it. But looks like we're getting ready for the next quarter. I see you guys. Ivan, Julu, M, Rishi Rich, Crim's dad, who said I'm very happy with the trade. I'm not very happy with the trade, but I am happy with the trade. Edward B, welcome, welcome, welcome. He said 50-year Knicks fan. It's about time we made a freaking deal. Anunoby is a huge upgrade. He is a huge upgrade at a position of need. But losing Emmanuel quickly is going to lose part of the heart and soul with this team. Also, not having Mitchell Robinson around is going to hurt it. All right, we're back into the game here. Sorry I couldn't get to everybody's comment, but there's a lot of you guys. Again, if you really want me to see something you wrote, you can put it in a super chat, and I will 100% answer you. Justin Cunningham, I see you. Got 150 viewers in here as the Knicks bringing it down off the turnover from Indiana. DiVincenzo over to Randall. Randall has it up top. Jalen Smith guarding him. He's going in. Going to put him in the post. He's backing him down. Jalen Smith flops. Randall, one-legged fadeaway off glass. Gets it to go. Marvelous Marlon Fleming. Welcome, everybody. Rick Carlisle was out on the court. He is frustrated at the no call on the flop from Jalen Smith. And he picks up a technical. Trying to send a message to these referees. They're going to show the replay on it. Let's see how egregious it was. Did Randall lower the shoulder? A bit of extension from Randall, yeah, but it is a flop from Jalen Smith. Could have gone either way. Brunson misses a technical free throw. Jalen Brunson's not allowed to shoot technical free throws anymore. He can't hit technical free throws for whatever reason. At this point, I'd rather Randall shoot him. Justin Cunningham, he said, we're all in our own feelings right now. Good play-by-play. Appreciate you, Justin. Welcome. Appreciate the compliment, big dog. Yeah, I mean, if you go back and listen to my pregame preamble, that's kind of where I was coming from. I'm definitely in my feelings about the trade, but at the same time, like, it's going to make the Knicks better. Brunson bringing it down off the missed shot. Over to Randall up top, wide open for a three. Off the front rim, can't get it to go. Jalen Smith clears with the rebound. Halliburton pushing it down, pulls up for a deep three. Off the side of the rim, can't get it to go. DiVincenzo scouts for a rebound. Can't hold on to it, but it's off of the Pacers going the other way. 11 minutes to go here in the third. We're only a minute in, and it's still tied at 64. Neither team able to take the lid off the basket. Omar, what's up, Omar? Kent Neal, what's up, Kent? DiVincenzo has it up top. Halliburton guarding him. Over to Harnstein. Hands it off to DiVincenzo. Spots up for a three. Halliburton doesn't come out to contest. And DiVincenzo rattles the three in. Halliburton bringing it down. Over to Nesmith. Pull up right wing three. And he splashes it. The Knicks pushing the other way. Josh Hart goes all the way down. Lays it up with the right hand. Misses the bunny layup. Come on, Josh. Halliburton bringing it down, leaves it off for Jalen Smith, left wing three, knocks it down in transition. The Pacers push that pace. And Josh Hart trying to answer the other way, can't get the layup to go. A lot of contact, no foul call. Halliburton pushing the other way, Randall picks him up. Over to Nesmith, right corner three, he's wide open, sets his feet, takes his time, takes an extra dribble, can't get it to go. Fight for the long rebound. Pacers win now as Halliburton gets it. Kicks it out to Turner, who swings it over to Nembhard. He's driving it down, leaves it off for Turner. Straightaway three, he's wide open. These Pacers are moving the ball, moving themselves, and generating good quality, wide open looks from three. They're making the Knicks pay, knocking down their last two. It's now a 6-point game, 67-73. Julie said, yeah, it's going to be one of them games that we pull out that we weren't expected to. I hope so. I'm hoping so. The Knicks definitely probably aren't expected to win this game, losing two very key pieces to their team in RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly and not being able to replace them as OG Anunoby, Achua, and Flynn are not available, obviously, as they were just traded earlier today. So the Knicks probably aren't favored in this game against Indiana. Indiana's mostly healthy. Bruce Brown, the lone guy, not part of their regular rotation, who's playing tonight. But yeah, I mean, they're playing behind the eight ball. We'll see if they'll be able to pull it out. It's a long game. Third quarter just started, but the Pacers pushing the pace here. Critten's dad with another super chat. Appreciate you, my guy, for the support. He said, may need the rally robe tonight. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if they need it. If they fall down below 10, I'll bring out the rally robe, and we'll see if we could build some momentum. But if you want me to break it out earlier, you let me know, big dog. You let me know. Curly Davies said, I'm going to trust the process. Tibbs gave us our best season since I can't remember when the last time. Yeah, I mean, look, it's hard to... Look, let's say you have a messy room, right? In order to clean that room, you got to make it a little bit more messy before you organize it, right? You got to pull things out of the room. You got to reorganize them. You got to clean one section at a time and work your way out the door. And it's going to get messier before it gets cleaner. It's similar to a team. You're going to strip it down more than you'd like to, right? Like, look, I wish we could trade for OG Anunoby without having to give up IQ and RJ, right? But like realistically, to get good players, you got to give up good players. So right now, in this very moment, you know, part way through this sort of championship build that the front office is going for, it looks like a bad trade. It looks incomplete because it is incomplete. Again, I will wait to fully grade the trade until we see what this team does at the trade deadline. Hopefully, and I think expectedly, there should be another move down the pipeline, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm with you, Curly. I'm going to trust the process for now. For now. With the caveat that another move should be made at some point. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Brunson's bringing it down. Nembhard guarding him. Up top. Over to DiVincenzo. Back to Brunson. Coming down right, left wing. Pull-up jumper way off from Brunson. Looked like he was off balance. Halliburton hit a head pass to Nesmith. Left wing, bringing it down, goes along the baseline. DiVincenzo guarding him, going for the steal. Nesmith wards him off. Shuffle pass inside the turn, who throws it up, trying to draw a foul on Hartenstein. DiVincenzo rips down a rebound amongst the Giants, and he's bringing it down. Pulling it out. Leaves it off for Randall. Randall coming to his right. Has it on the right wing. He's going to back down Nesmith in the post. Over to DiVincenzo. Spots up for three. They left him on the double team. And Dante DiVincenzo can't miss today. He couldn't knock down a shot against OKC. He can't miss today. He's got 21 points tonight. He's 5 for 6 from three. Halliburton coming to his right. Sidestep, baseline, pull-up jumper over DiVincenzo. Knocks it down. Sweet move from Halliburton. Oop, I gave him a 3 instead of a 2. 75-70. Under 9 minutes to go. Brunson has it up top. Nembhard guarding him. Coming to his right. Stops. Trying to control. Trying to keep Nembhard on his hip. Nembhard does a good job fighting around it. Leaves it off for Randall, who's attacking Jalen Smith in the post. Stops. Turns. Pump fake again. Step through. Gets stripped. Picks it back up. He's in the paint. Shot clock wind all the way down to shot clock violation. Randall's looking at the ref. Looking for some help. Saying he's getting hacked down there. No foul call, though. Pacers are going to bring it down the other way. Julie said, is the rally robe the robe we beat the Bucks in, or are they one and the same? It's the same robe. It's the robe that we beat the Bucks in. It's the robe that we used the other night to rally back into that OKC game, despite us not being able to fully pull it out. Got us back into that game when we went down 20. But we'll see. We'll see if the Knicks need it tonight. The Pacers get into the paint as Turner is fouled. He's going to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Curly said, spot on. We can't clean the locker room in one sweep. Yeah, it's a process. It's multiple moves. It's difficult because you have to be cold-blooded. You have to treat it as a business. And like a person like me, I said it earlier tonight, I will never pretend to be a GM because I form emotional attachments to these guys. Right? I got an RJ Burt jersey in my closet right now that I'm like, oh man, what do I do with this now? One of my favorite players on the team, along with Quickly. Now they're not here. So, I would never in a million years think of trading those guys. So, Brunson gets into the mid-range, step back, pull-up jumper, gets it to go. That one you felt good about because he looked in rhythm as he dribbled it down. Turner also knocked down both of his free throws. Excuse the score. Halliburton driving it down, lays it up over Hartenstein. Halliburton starting to take over a little bit here to start the second half. Being a lot more aggressive, looking for a shot. Played most of that first half pretty passive, ready to give it up to his teammates as he had double digits assists in that first half. He's guarding Brunson now. Goes along the baseline, tries to get it out to Josh Hart, but it's tipped out of bounds by Turner. 7:30 to go. They're back into it. And 3 went down. They were showing a replay, so we didn't get to see who exactly made that. I think it was Jalen Brunson. But regardless, a 3-point bucket for the Knicks. Halliburton gets caught in the air. And there's a foul on DiVincenzo as Neesmith was cutting across the middle of the lane. Keep forgetting to credit the Pacers their points. 75-79. It's a 4-point game. Julius said, "Oh, come on, Crims. That rope should only be reserved for must-win games only. We got to find another piece of carb for rallies." I kind of like the rally robe, though. It fits. It fits. Halliburton gets the handoff. He's bringing it down. Harnstein's got to switch onto him. Sidestep 3 along the corner. Nembhard skies for a rebound. Feeds Jalen Smith, driving to the basket. Misses the layup. And Randall picks up the rebound. He's bringing it down right side of the court. He's got Nembhard on him. He's going to put him in the post. He's going to bully ball his way down low. Cross-court pass to DiVincenzo. Catch and shoot out of the left wing. No hesitation. Can't get it to go. Jalen Smith clears with the rebound. Nembhard driving it in and lays it up with the right hand, getting all the way to the basket. The Knicks pushing the other way. Randall's down low. Going attacking, turn off the dribble. Gets caught in the air. Falls down. No foul call. Randall looking at the ref. Wondering where his foul call is at. It's a 6-point game, 75-81. Feels like the Pacers starting to build them a little momentum here. The Knicks got to stifle it somehow. Halliburton has it up top. Over the head pass to Turner. Turner stops in the paint. Fires off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Brunson with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Brunson has it. Left wing. Coming to his right. Pull up 3. Gets it to go. Jalen Brunson answers my question about stifling the Pacers' momentum. Makes it a 3-point game. 6 minutes to go. Halliburton, again, over the head pass to Turner, who now spots up for a 3 and makes the Knicks pay for leaving him open. 84-78 answered Jalen Brunson's 3 right back. Brunson brings it down left side of the court again. Coming to his right, around the Randall screen. Pulls it back out. Nembhard guarding him, coming to his left. And a defensive 3 seconds on the Pacers. So a 1-shot technical. The Knicks are going to have hopefully a free point here. They've been missing technical free throws, feels like all season. So 5:41 to go here in the third. Randall's going to take the technical free throw. Anybody but Brunson at this point. I don't trust Brunson to hit these technical free throws anymore. Randall rattles in the technical free throw. Thank you, Julius. Makes it a 5-point game. Obi Toppin checks in here. Randall over to Harnstein, who hands it off to Brunson. Cross the lane, snakes the pick and roll from Harnstein. The handoff, excuse me. Long rebound, deflected. Turner picks it up and Halliburton bringing it down. Cross-court pass to Neesmith in the corner for 3. Knocks it down. Had all the time in the world. Was absolutely wide open. Now it's up to an 8-point lead. 79-87. Randall has it up top. Goes right into Toppin's chest. Gets fouled. Going to the line for 2. Randall and Obi Toppin, a little stare down a little bit. You know they're buddies. Randall just frustrated with the game. And there's a lot of contact between he and Randall. You know there's friendship there, and you know friends go at each other hard. You'll love to see it. You love to see the energy. Randall's at the free throw line for 2 free throws. Previously knocked down the technical free throw. Continues his good free throw shooting, knocking down the first one. And it's going to be a timeout. Pacers timeout. How we feeling? Feels like the Pacers trying their best to pull away here. Halliburton's doing a really good job of pushing the pace and getting shots up and generating good open looks for the Pacers. And the Knicks have to do a good job of, 1, stifling that, number 1, obviously playing better defense. But This Pacers team is going to score regardless. They are a high-scoring team, so the Knicks have to do a good job of keeping up with them. We have 142 people here in the stream and only 52 likes. That means over 90 of you in here have yet to like the stream, so I'd appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button and liking the video right below the stream. It's a free way to support, and all it really does is tell YouTube it's a solid piece of content and more people should see it. So I'd appreciate the support if you can go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Big Johnson said, "What's wrong with Julius?" He's just playing hard. He's also frustrated with the refs. You know, Randall's an emotional guy out there on the court. You know, he also likes that Randall matchup. I mean, that Obi matchup. Curly Davey said he's missing RJ. You know what's crazy is RJ and Julius got to the Knicks at the exact same time. RJ was drafted that year. Julius signed with the Knicks that free agency. And so RJ, you know, he said, I think this summer or before the season, he did an interview where he said, look, I don't know NBA basketball without Julius Randle by my side, right? Like, we have been together since the start of my career. And, you know, it makes you reminisce a little bit about, you know, what these two guys built. These two guys built the foundation, along with guys like Quickly and Robinson and Tibbs and Leon Rose in the front office and guys like that. They built the foundation that we see today of, like, this team works hard. This team's always in games. They fight to the end. They never give up. And, you know, that's off of the backs of the personalities of guys like Randall and RJ. Starts with those guys. They were the first two guys here, along with Mitchell Robinson was really the first guy here. But they were the first guys here, along with Tom Thibodeau and Leon Rose. You know, they built this team as to what it is this year. Big Taz said Randall is funny. Pen Blue Images, welcome. Said would have rather lost Julius or RJ. You're asking me if I would have rather lost Julius or RJ? RJ 10 times out of 10. Julius drives me crazy, and I definitely like RJ more. But on the basketball court, it's Julius has been far more consistent of a basketball player than RJ Barrett throughout their careers. Far more consistent. It's not even close. I'd rather have Julius right now on my team. And that's, Julius, you know, drives me crazy. And I love RJ, but, like, taking my bias away, million times, 10 times out of 10. Julius over RJ. As Randall knocks down his second free throw. Halliburton bringing it down, hit head pass to Nembhard on the right wing, coming to his left and on the Obi screen. Over to Turner, back to Halliburton, coming down the lane, kicks it over to Nesmith, gets wide open again in the corner. Same shot, same result. Nesmith knocks down a three. 90-81. Brunson coming to his left. Nembhard guarding him. Brunson gets it in the Randall. He's got Obi on him. Faces up, driving it to his right. He's in the paint. Kicks it to DiVincenzo. Right corner three. He's been feeling it. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the rebound. Toppin picks it up. Halliburton pushing the pace. Brunson's back to defend. Cross court to Nembhard. Driving it down. Gets downhill. Kicks it over to Turner. Swing it over to Halliburton. Halliburton driving it down in the paint. Double clutches in. Gets it to go with the left hand. Beautiful. Beautiful layup from Halliburton there, who hung in the air extra second longer to get that over Harnstein. 92-81. It's an 11-point game. Double-digit lead. Brunson gets in the paint. They swing it around. Josh Hart up top to Randall. Randall has it. Settles for a long three over Obi. Off the front rim. Can't get it to go. It's off Turner out of bounds, so it's staying with the Knicks here. 4 minutes to go here in the third. Big Rud. What's up, Big Rud? Detroit wins tonight. They beat the Toronto Raptors without OG Anunoby, Malachi Flynn, and Precious Achiuwa. The Detroit Pistons pick up a win. Wow. Finally. We'll go through that box score at the end of the quarters. Evan Fournier checks in, drives along the baseline, and they're going to wave the basket off. Fournier got to the basket for a dunk. An off-the-ball foul. Under 4 minutes to go here. Big Red said, yay, Pistons won. Yeah, I just saw that, Big Red. Finally, the streak is over. All right, here we go. DiVincenzo jumps the passing lane, steals it from the Pacers, who were just trying to pass it along the perimeter. DiVincenzo gets a nice, easy 2-point basket out of it. Cuts it to a single-digit game, 92-83. Halliburton bringing it down, stepping back over to Nembhard, has it up top. Brunson guarding him. Coming to his right around a Turner screen. Brunson falls down. Turner's open for three, and he knocks it down. The Pacers getting open looks from three and making the Knicks pay. They are 17 for 30 from three, 7 for 10 in this quarter alone. 83-95, 3 minutes to go. Brunson crossing over to his left, over Obi Toppin with a pull-up jumper, gets it to go. Halliburton, quick outlet pass to Toppin. Quick inbounds pass to Toppin, leaves it off for Halliburton, wide open on the right wing. Nobody even around them. Halliburton can't get the three to go, though. And Brunson bringing it down. Pull-up transition three. Off the front rim, can't get it to go. Obi comes in for the rebound. He's bringing it down. Over to Halliburton. It's a 10-point game, 85-95. Halliburton has it up top. Fournier trying to guard him. Over to Nesmith in the corner for a three. Same shot, same result. 3 times in a row now for Nesmith. These Pacers are very comfortable from the perimeter right now. Brunson has it on the left wing, coming to his right. Crossing back over to his left around Randall. Kicks it over to Randall. Randall's got Obi on him. Stops, turns in the paint, pivots, leans in. No foul call. A lot of contact. Randall coming in again. Leans in again. Takes the foul. Can't get the layup to go. He is very frustrated at the amount of physicality that the refs are allowing in the paint right now. You could see it on his face. You can see it in the way he plays. Pen Blue Images said rather lose Quickly and RJ or Julius. Quickly and RJ. As much as I love those guys, if I take by side of it and I look at it objectively, it's still Julius. He's still really good at basketball. As crazy as he drives us, if I take objectivity out of it and I just look at what makes who's going to help the team propel the team to a championship faster, it's going to be Julius Randle. 10 times out of 10. Love the other two guys. Love them. Think the world of them. But same time, they have their limitations, obviously. Nembhard has it up top, over to Jalen Smith, up top, pump fakes, Taj Gibson flies by. Smith passes inside to Obi Toppin, who throws it down. Pacers running the Knicks out of the gym a little bit now. They're building a 13-point lead. Under 2 minutes to go. Brunson has it on the left wing, coming to his right. Pull-up three. Nembhard sags off a little bit, and Brunson can't get it to go. Brunson and Randall both struggling tonight. Nembhard has it, driving to his left around Randall. Stops, turns, kicks it out. Out to Mathurin, over to Halliburton. DiVincenzo trying to guard him. Coming to his left. Leaves it off for Jalen Smith. Pump fakes, driving it to his left. Getting past Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson hacks down and fouls him. 1:31 to go here in the third. It's a 13-point game with Jalen Smith going to the line for 2 more free throws. He can extend it to a 15-point game with only 1:30 to go here in the third. Time's winding down on the Knicks. Whew. Curly said, franchise life is hard. You get shipped around like a piece of meat. I mean, you can ship me around like a piece of meat. If you fly me out first class and you pay me millions of dollars a year and I get to stay in the best hotels around the country, like I'll do it. Go ahead. Ship me around like a piece of meat. I'll do it. I'll do it for a couple of $1 million a year. Pacers knocked down both free throws. Jalen Smith. So it is a 15-point game. DiVincenzo has it up top, trying to feed Randall in the post. Gets it over to Deuce. Coming to his right around the Gibson screen. In and out dribble. Pulling it back out. Leaves it off for Randall. Randall driving it down. Gets in the paint. Gets absolutely swallowed out of bounds by Jalen Smith. And Julius Randle is frustrated. And this kind of Julius Randle drives you crazy. Because he is trying to prove a point. He's trying to put his head down and get all the way to the rim. And it's not working out for him. And Julius gets into the paint again. He is furious. And he just got hit with a technical as he is screaming and yelling at the refs, waving his hands in the air. He's been asking for that technical for a while. He's been looking at the refs like, where's my foul calls? Julius Randle not getting to the line. He's very frustrated. Halliburton knocks down the technical free throw, knocks it to a 16-point game. The Knicks starting to unravel a little bit here. Curly said, why didn't trade tomorrow when there's no game? You can't, it's hard to do that because the Toronto Raptors could say, like, look, we need to make this deal now. We got other deals in the pipeline, so either we do it now or it's not happening. You know, that kind of stuff happens all the time with these trades. I'm sure they would have rather do it on a day they didn't have a game, but, you know, Halliburton launches a three-pointer of a deuce, airballs it, but it's saved by Obi Toppin. But Fournier pokes it away, and they come up with a steal. It's a 3-on-1 fast break. DiVincenzo gets it, gets all the way to the basket, lays it up, gets it to go in with a little touch foul. So chance for a three-point play for the Knicks. He's up to 25 points going into the fourth quarter. He's at the free throw line with the possibility of one more as well. 44 seconds to go. And DiVincenzo knocks down the free throw. And Halliburton bringing it down. Deuce trying to guard him full court. He has him up top. Halliburton coming to his left. Deuce trying to stick with him. Now to his right around the Jalen Smith screen. Crosses over, gets to the paint. Easy layup. And the Knicks are looking around like, whose responsibility is that? It's all of yours, guys. What are we doing? Still a 15-point lead. 24 seconds to go on the shot clock. I mean, on the game clock. About 6-second differential. Randle has it up top. Buddy Hield guarding him. Going to his right, spinning to his left. Puts it up off glass. Gets it to go. 24 for Julius Randle. Shot clock's turned off. Halliburton's going to have the final shot of the quarters. Coming to his left, crossing over to his right. Leaves it off for Obi Toppin, who pump fakes, driving it down. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. And that will end a frustrating third quarter for the Knicks, and especially Julius Randle, as the Knicks trail by 13 points, 92-105 to the Indiana Pacers at Indiana here on a Saturday night. On a night, very eventful night for the New York Knicks, in which they traded away two fan favorite young players, RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly. Knicks playing shorthanded, struggling to keep up with the Pacers here. They're starting to build momentum, starting to build the lead back up against the Knicks. We'll see how the Knicks respond here to start the fourth quarter in a bit. 140 people still watching and only 62 likes. That means there's well over 80 of you here in the chat who have yet to hit the like button on the stream. So if you can do me a favor and just show support, it's free. It takes less than a second. If you just go right below the video, you'll see a thumbs up button. If you hit that button, that means you like the video. And all that really does is tell YouTube, like, hey, I like this. Solid piece of content. More people should see it. And it helps grow the stream, helps grow the community, helps grow the channel. And the larger the channel grows, the more fun things we can do. The more content I can create, the more time I can spend creating new things for you guys. It's a free way to support, and I'd really appreciate it. So thank you guys. And if you haven't subscribed and you like what we do here, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We do every Knicks game of every season. We've only missed one game this season. That was the second game of the year in which we played the Atlanta Hawks, and we beat them. But I try to be as consistent as possible. I try to show up every night for you guys. Kieran, what's up, Kieran? Said Spider is coming soon, only a matter of time. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty even sentiment felt around the fan base right now, is that there's clearly another move to be made. A lot of people are looking at the Donovan Mitchell stuff like, hey, we cleared some space for you, Donovan. Oh, there's another thing that I didn't mention at halftime that I want to mention right now while there's still a lot of you guys here in the stream. With Emmanuel Quickly gone, if you guys remember, a couple of years ago in the Deuce McBride draft, Quinn Grimes, Deuce McBride, Jericho Sims, all three of those guys were drafted. The Knicks also had another second-round pick. They drafted a player that has yet to play for the Knicks. His name is Rokas Jokubaitis. He plays overseas in the EuroLeague. He's a young player. He played for them in that summer league. I believe he is an NBA-level point guard. If you guys have watched him at all, he had a really good FIBA tournament this past summer. I believe he also said, like, hey, I'm not coming over to play in the NBA for the Knicks because there's not a spot for me. I'm not coming all the way over to America to a foreign country to sit on the bench. It's not happening. He said, I would love to come when there's a rotation spot for me. Well, guess what? We just traded our backup point guard, Emmanuel, quickly. Guess who there's a rotation spot for now? I doubt it would happen this season, but I would love to see the Knicks call up Rokas Jokibitis and give him a chance. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Again, I think he's a really solid NBA player. I think when we bring him over, we'll be really surprised at how high level he is already. Taj Gibson called for an illegal screen to start the fourth quarter. So it was a turnover on the Knicks' first possession, and then coming down, Taj Gibson fouls Jalen Smith at the basket, so he's going to the free throw line for 2. Not a great start to the quarter here for the Knicks. Julie said, by the trade deadline too, the Donovan Mitchell trade. Yeah, I think the Knicks are going to make one more trade as Jalen Smith misses the first free throw. I hope it's for Donovan Mitchell, and I hope it's not for DeJounte Murray. Julie said, let's monitor his minutes in Cleveland lately. I mean, Cleveland's without Darius Garland and Evan Mobley, so I doubt they would limit his minutes at all. Brunson bringing it down as Jalen Smith misses both free throws. He has it on the left wing, McConnell guarding him. Spinning to his left, crossing over to his right, coming around to Gibson screens, got some space, kicks it to Fournier in the corner, catch and shoot out of the corner. Way off, can't get it to go. Out of bounds off Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson. Now they change it. It's off of the Pacers, so it's going to remain with the Knicks here. Whew. Relic of the Soul. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I see you just subscribed. Appreciate you, big dog. Said you got a champ. Great sober play-by-play. Great job you're doing. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Little slight jab at other content creators I see with the great sober play-by-play. I got nothing to say about that. But yes, I like to be here for you guys, be present, and give you guys the best kind of entertainment I can. Josh Hart got fouled. He misses the first free throw, though. Start off this quarter, 3 straight missed free throws, 2 by Jalen Smith and the Pacers. 1 here by Josh Hart. He's got 1 more coming. Josh Hart does convert the second free throw. Chipping away at it. 12-point game. Knicks going to need to go on a bit of a run here. Obi Toppin attacking to his right, kicks it out to Mathurin. Brunson guarding him. Over to Buddy Hield up top, coming to his right off of Jalen Smith's screen. Over to Jalen Smith, hands it off to McConnell, coming to his left. Deuce McBride guarding him. Good job shutting him off. McConnell trying to get around, trying to get under the basket, kicks it out to Toppin. Fakes it, gets into the paint, leaves it off of Jalen Smith, who lays it up and in. Beautiful pass from Obi Toppin, who was caught in the air. Brunson coming to his left around the Gibson screen. Hesitation dribble, getting down the lane, throws it up with the left hand, gets the bank shot to go around Buddy Hield. So the Knicks trading baskets here. They got to come up with some defensive stops, especially while Tyrese Halliburton's out of the game. McConnell driving along the baseline of Fournier, feeds Obi Toppin, who struggled with the catch, but able to hold on to the possession and finish over Josh Hart, and 1 foul on Josh Hart. So Halliburton's out of the game, and the Knicks still can't stop this Pacers team from scoring. Julius said no goofiness over here. Obi Toppin misses a free throw. What is going on here? Nobody can make a free throw, apparently. Fournier over to Josh Hart, swings it over to Brunson. Obi Toppin closes out on Brunson. Brunson's going to pull it out. He wants to go one-on-one against Obi here. He likes this matchup. Brunson crosses over to his left, getting down the lane, takes the foul, throws it up at the basket. Can't get the roll as it rolls off the side of the rim. But Brunson going to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Game slowing down quite a bit without Tyrese Halliburton in the game. It's also become a bit of a foul fest. So Brunson going to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Obi Toppin's played pretty well in his role off the bench tonight. Hasn't forced too much. Played within himself. Held his own. And Jalen Brunson missed the free throw. I don't know what's happening. Did somebody put a curse on this game where nobody is allowed to hit a free throw anymore? What happened? What is going on? Brunson misses the first one. He's got one more coming. It's a 14-point game. We can't be giving away free shots at the basket here. And Brunson does knock down the second one. So the Pacers bringing it down. McConnell being guarded by Deuce full court. Throws it over to Mathurin, who has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Steps back, puts up the three as Brunson went under the screen. And Mathurin makes him pay by knocking down the straightaway three. Brunson bringing it down the other way, has it on the right wing, coming to his left around the Gibson screen, hesitation dribble, tried to feed Gibson, cut into the basket, but it's a kick ball violation. Ball staying with the Knicks here. Fournier going to inbound it, gets it into Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets it over to Gibson. Gibson hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left around the Gibson screen, driving downhill, cross-court pass to Fournier in the corner. Pump fakes, now going along the baseline, throws up a floater, gets fouled by Nesmith. So Fournier going to the free throw line now. Again, it's become a hack fest. A lot of fouls being called here in the fourth quarter. Curly said, why hasn't Brunson been taken off the freeze? I don't know, but somebody got to hit free throws here. Fournier knocked down the first one. Thank you, Evan. Appreciate you knocking down some free throws, man. At least somebody's going to hit him. He's got one more coming. And he goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. You can always count on a shooter to get it to go down. McConnell bringing it down. Over to Mathurin, who's driving it down. Taj Gibson strips him, but it's out of bounds on Taj. Julie said, Taj playing too many damn minutes. Yeah, a lot of Taj Gibson minutes tonight. I would appreciate these minutes once to Precious Achiuwa, once you know everything clears up for everybody and everybody comes available. But we'll see. We'll see once everybody's ready to go. And Evan Fournier strips McConnell, driving to the basket, goes all the way down, lays it up with the right hand, gets it to go. There we go. Knicks trying to chip away at it. It's down to 12, but again, they're making this run without Tyrese Halliburton in the game. Timeout by the Pacers here. We'll see if Halliburton comes out after this timeout. The Knicks have struggled to stop the Pistons. Oof, I wish we were playing the Pistons tonight. The Knicks have struggled to stop the Pacers from scoring tonight. As most teams have this year. The Pacers score at will. They played a very fast pace. But at the same time, without Tyrese Halliburton in the game, I feel like the Knicks should have been able to take advantage of those lineups a bit more. And even with Halliburton out of the game, the Knicks have still struggled. Julie said, get Evan a new home. He's languished here under Tibbs. Languished is a great word, Julie. It's a great word to use right there. Languished? I like that. He has languished here under Tibbs. He clearly never fit the sort of style that this team plays. Front office took a swing. They needed floor spacing. They said, let's go get Evan Fournier. He's the best floor spacer available here in free agency. And it was clearly a mistake. They've kind of corrected it since then. They've done a good job of doing that. But at the same time, like at some point, you got to move on from this guy. I can't believe that we are sitting right now at a point where RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley are no longer New York Knicks, and Evan Fournier is. What is going on? I think at some point Fournier will be involved. I think he'll be moved by the deadline. I know we said that last year, but it has to be true this year. He is a free agent after this year, so you could either just kind of let him ride it out, pay him the rest of his $18 million that he's due this year, and then say, sorry, we wasted 2 or 3 years of your career, but good luck elsewhere. Will A, welcome. He said, comeback? We'll see. The Knicks definitely need a bit of a comeback here. They definitely need to come up with some defensive stops. I mean, they have been incapable of defending this Pacers team all game long, right? They for the most part, they've done a pretty good job of hanging around with them offensively, It's defensively. It's like at some point you got to come up with some defensive stops. They've let them get open three after open three after open three. And even with Halliburton out of the game, the Knicks have still struggled to contain the Pacers driving and kicking. And now that we're coming in out of this timeout, we'll see who the Pacers come out with. All right, they're showing the Leon Rose statement. We're ecstatic to welcome OG, Malachi, and Precious to the Knicks family. OG's complete offensive game and ability to defend multiple positions will enhance our team at both ends of the court. Malachi and Precious are well-rounded players that will complement the hardworking, talented nature of our group. OG, Malachi, and Precious are perfect additions to the type of the team that we are building here. Okay. McConnell driving down on Deuce, gets along the baseline, stops, turns. He's got nobody to get it to. Good defense. Kicks it out to Nesmith. Taj Gibson tips a Nesmith pass away, but Nesmith picks it back up. Driving it in on Josh Hart, gets all the way to the rim, lays it up with the right hand, but a foul on Josh Hart, and a technical foul on Josh Hart. Curly said, we got to play the long game. Yeah, we do. We do. That's what that trade is about. It's not about the present. It's about the future. Buddy Hield's going to shoot the technical free throw. Knocks it down. Knicks giving away 3 points here. Julie said exactly my point. And at the same time, his contract was determined to be easily to move. Not so easy to move, huh? I think if the Knicks wanted to get off of Evan Fournier today, they could. I think part of the reason why they're saving that contract is because they want to use it in somewhat of a star trade. But, they want to use it in the right deal. They don't want to just get rid of Evan Fournier for nothing. They want to get something back for him. And so they're being very picky with their Fournier trade. As Nesmith knocks down both free throws, 115-110. 8:30 to go here in the fourth. Brunson gets double teamed. Trying to dribble it back out, but it's a foul on McConnell. A lot of fouls being called now. The ref's trying to clean it up. So the Knicks running out of time here. It's a 15-point game. They've yet to chip away at it. Fournier coming off the Taj Gibson hands-off. Gets it over to Hart. Back to Fournier. Jalen Smith guarding him. One dribble, step back three. Can't get it to go. And a foul on Taj Gibson. So time running down in the Knicks. Momentum not going their way. Halliburton yet to check back into this game. Knicks got no answers right now. Knicks got no answers. I think we are seeing why Evan Fournier has not been a part of this rotation since he was taken out. He's just not the player that he once was. 8:30 to go as Taj Gibson and Evan Fournier check out. Deuce McBride guarding McConnell full court. Making it difficult. That's what Deuce McBride does. McConnell bringing it down. McBride guarding him. McConnell coming to his right around the Nesmith screen. And an offensive foul on Nesmith, moving screen, running right into Deuce McBride. So turnover. Again, it's become a bit of a hack fest here in the fourth quarter. It's been long fourth quarter. Brunson bringing it down. Over to Randall, who's checked back in. The Knicks have their starting lineup back in. Harnstein feeds Randall, comes to the basket. Nesmith is on him. Ball's poked away. Saves it over to McBride, who pulls it back over to Randall. Randall backing down, leans in, gets stripped. Loose ball. Nesmith saves it, and Buddy Hield picks it up. He's bringing it down the other way. Hield over to McConnell, back to Hield, left wing three, overdeuced, late to close out, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Josh Hart pulls it out. He's bringing it down. Euro steps into the paint, kicks it out to Deuce. Right corner three, pump fakes Deuce. You got to put it up. He puts it up on the one dribble and gets it to go. I like to see Deuce McBride being aggressive, man. Look for your shot. I feel like he's got some juice to his game that he's, sometimes doesn't take full advantage of. McConnell bringing it down. Going along the baseline. Deuce McBride trying to guard him. Hands it off to Hield. Over to Matherin. Matherin gets the handoff. Pulling it back. Brunson trying to guard him. Goes to his left. Gets in the lane. Lays it up the right hand. Gets it to go. Beautiful move from Ben Mathurin there. He's killed the Knicks from the perimeter this time, getting into the paint and making things happen. 7 minutes to go. Time winding down for the Knicks. They got to build something here. They want a chance to get back into this one. Brunson off of one leg. Goofy foot layup. Can't get it to go. Randall offensive rebound. Surrounded by 3 Pacers. Hasn't knocked away, and it's a foul. Finally, a late foul call. And now a technical foul on Jalen Smith of the Pacers. Julie said, always can count on Josh doing some boneheaded stuff every game. Julie also said, being picky with Fournier all the while absolutely destroying his value. Great asset management, Leon. Randall's going to take the technical free throw and misses it. Okay, guys. Okay. Back to what Julu said about destroying his value. Yeah. I mean, but also at the same time, like, the Knicks were just better without Fournier in the lineup. And, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, because the Knicks were way better without Fournier in the lineup. And to just play him when you were in a playoff run, just to build his value up so you could trade him at some point, I don't know. I don't think the thing is that I don't think Fournier. Randall misses another free throw. All right, so this comeback ain't happening. We're missing free throws left and right. I don't think playing Fournier just to build his value up, because I think his value is already really low. I think his value is already super low. I don't think the league liked his contract to begin with. I don't think he had much value. I don't think there's, like, teams have eyes. I don't think there's much the Knicks could have done to build his value up. You know, I think whatever team he gets traded to, they're not going to play him a ton of minutes. Maybe he'll be in the rotation as a 9th or 10th man, but he's not going to play a ton of minutes. Halliburton's checked back into the game. Feeds over to Turner, who's also checked back in. Out to Nesmith, coming to his left. Harnstein, the lone defender in the paint, throws it up with the floater, gets it to go. Also looking at the ref for a foul call. Harnstein inbounds it. Knicks down 15, 104 to 119. Under 7 minutes to go. 6:30 to go, actually. Brunson kicks it out to DiVincenzo, who spots it for 3. Rattles it in. Dante DiVincenzo has been absolutely on fire today, but it hasn't really mattered. Knicks still incapable of shortening this lead. It still remains 12. DiVincenzo trying to guard Halliburton up top. Stepping back, corner 3, over DiVincenzo. Airballs it. Bad shot from Halliburton. Randall's going to bring it down the other way. 6 minutes to go. 12-point game. Brunson driving it to his right on Nembhard. Stops, and they call a travel on Brunson. Say he lifted the pivot foot. Whew, under 6 minutes to go now. Julie said, once we decided not to play him, we should have immediately gotten rid of him. And one for Halliburton, driving it in on DiVincenzo. He's going to the line for one more after knocking down the layup. I agree with you to a certain point, Julu. But, like, look, I don't know what deals were out there for him. Could have been really bad deals that are most likely still available right now. You know, I don't know what was available. You know, they could have made the trade back then. That, you know, a trade that's probably still available right now. You know, depends what trades were available then and what trades are available now. 5:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. We're more than halfway through the quarter now. Time's winding down for the Knicks. Halliburton's going to the line for one more. It's already a 14-point game. He could push it to 15. Looks like the Knicks are not going to be able to pull this one out, as they're lacking the manpower with the RJ and Emmanuel Quickly trade. Richie Rich said they just completed a parlay. Congratulations to you, Richie. Julie said his value was low when we signed him to that ridiculous contract in the first place. Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. That's where I'm at. Like, I don't think he had much value to begin with. It was a bad signing, but the Knicks have done a pretty good job of kind of mitigating that a bit with, the additions of DiVincenzo, Emmanuel Quickly's development, the addition of Josh Hart. So they mitigated that mistake a bit. Like, look, they made a mistake with the Fournier contract. We'll see how they get out of it. We'll see what they get back. And then hopefully it's not as detrimental as it could be. But yeah, they made a mistake. Happens. A lot of front offices make a lot of mistakes. They're not going to be perfect. They're going to make some bad signings. They're going to make some bad trades. So hopefully they're not super detrimental to your team building. So how I feel about this Anunoby trade. Hopefully it's not detrimental to their team building and that it works out for them. Ronald Fikerson. Welcome, Ronald. Said, you don't play a player for 2 years. Let me see how you scorer. Not sure what you mean by that, Ronald, but yeah, I mean, look, Fournier is not a part of the rotation. He's playing tonight because the Knicks don't have their guys that they traded for available tonight. Like they got to get to the Knicks. They got to go through their physicals. They got to, find a place to live. Like, there's a lot of extenuating circumstances that goes along with trades and guys actually moving states and going to their new teams. So they're not available to play tonight. They were literally just traded earlier today, which is why you have guys like Taj Gibson still in the rotation, even though the Knicks just traded for a backup big. You have guys like OG Anunoby is obviously going to be in the starting lineup. So guys are playing out of position and out of role that they're going to play once the trade is finalized. Julie said, yeah, this one looks over, guys. Yeah, it's feeling a bit. Big Johnson said, why is Randall shooting technical free throws? Because Brunson also can't hit technical free throws. I don't know who else you want him to shoot. DiVincenzo, I guess, but he doesn't shoot that many free throws. I'd rather Brunson and Randall shoot him, and if Brunson's not going to hit him, I'd rather Randall shoot him. But now he's not hitting free throws either, so you know what? Nobody shoots him. Blocking foul on Nesmith as Randall runs him over. Nesmith trips him a bit. Halliburton knocked down the free throw. Ronald said, no, the first year he was 4 in the league scoring. Tib lower this man value. Again, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Ronald. Fournier definitely wasn't 4th in the league in scoring. So he didn't have value to start. He got signed to a pretty crazy contract that the league all raised their eyebrows at, that's not a good contract. But Randall goes 1 for 1, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. 108, 122 with a 14-point game. We're under 6 minutes to go. 5:40 to go as Halliburton's bringing it down. Halliburton has it up top, coming to his right off a Nesmith screen. Stepping back, kicks it out to Turner, spots it for a 3 over Harnstein, gets it to go. That feels like the final nail in the coffin. It's early in the quarter, but it feels like the nail in the coffin. It's the largest lead of the game. Brunson steps back for a 3, kicks it over to DiVincenzo, who's driving it on Halliburton, gets into the lane, lays it up the left hand, and he gets it to go. DiVincenzo gets a career high 31 points tonight. It's not going to be enough as the Knicks are trailing 15 points with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Turner misses a little mid-range jumper. Julu said, congrats, bro. Looks like you won twice tonight. Susan isn't here to rag on you. DiVincenzo knocks down another 3. He's trying to get the Knicks back into this. It's still 12. Still time left. But Miles Turner answers right back with a 3 of his own. Ronald said, listen, Tibbs messed this man career up. Listen, Fournier's old. He's not the same player he once was. Guys get old. They get worse. He can't. He's a traffic cone on defense. He can't defend anybody. And, he, apart from shooting the three, he can't really attack the basket anymore. Doesn't have much of a handle. It's just, he's essentially a spot-up shooter. And in today's league, it's not enough. It's not enough to be part of a rotation. I would be surprised. I think he's still like a, 14th, 15th guy, no veteran you could have on the team. But I think his being a consistent role player on a team days are past him, way past him. Julius said, get Randall out of there, man. Yeah, this game is pretty much over. Game is pretty much over. Julius said, Halliburton is a savant. You have to admit it. Yeah, he is. He's fantastic. He's spectacular. His game feels incredible. He's in this like Trae Young-ish realm right now where it's like, okay, these guys are absolute maestros with the ball in their hands, but like at some point, their teams are going to have to start playing defense if they want to actually contend in their conferences. Both of them are in the East. If they actually want to start contending for championships and elevating, getting over the hump to being a team that people look at and say, like, okay, they can compete for a championship now. The teams have to start playing defense. That's been an issue with Halliburton throughout his career. It's been an issue with Trae Young throughout his career. Halliburton isn't nearly as bad as Trae Young is. Trae Young's one of the worst defenders in the league. He's been better this year, but like still not great. But Halliburton is kind of in that realm where it's like, okay, you're great. Your teams are light years ahead offensively to everybody else. You rack up assists like there's no tomorrow. You're leading the list by a mile in terms of assists per game. And probably total assists as well. He's been absolutely fantastic this season. But at some point, your team has to play defense if you want to be taken seriously. So we'll see. We'll see where this team goes. They're at this point right now, they're just a fun young team. And that's fine, right? That's part of the stepping stone and getting better and better. They're a fun young team this year. They're going to be in the playoffs, in the play-in, let alone maybe even the playoffs. If they might be a top 6 seed. We'll see how their season goes. But there's clearly flaws on this team. There's flaws in Halliburton's game. Doesn't play defense. Kareem, what's up, Kareem Lewis? Said OG can't save this team. I mean, no, he can't. And I don't think they traded for OG to save this team. We'll see. Big Task said the fake wannabe all-star. Wally Zerbiak is just, I wouldn't necessarily trust his analytical opinion on things, personally. Kareem said, Knicks play zero defense at all. That's why they traded for OG. And they're also missing their defensive anchor in Mitchell Robinson. Since Mitch has gone down, they have been awful defensively. One of the 5 worst defensive teams in the league since Mitch went down. As the Pacers knock down yet another 3. I've taken the headphones off. This game's pretty much over. We got 3:15 to go. Randall driving it in. Can't knock down the layup. Hartenstein fighting for the rebound. He and Turner fall over each other. This game's pretty much over. Big Task said this team is lost without Mitchell Robinson. Like, look, Mitchell Robinson is the heart and soul of this team. He is their entire identity. He fights on the glass. He does all the dirty work. He cleans up every defensive miscue this team makes. And without him, this team has been horrendous. As DiVincenzo knocks down another 2. DiVincenzo's been spectacular tonight. The Knicks also have 119. I've been slacking on keeping up with their score again. This game's pretty much over. It's still a 12-point game. And Turner gets an easy layup. Oh, never mind, he misses it. And the Knicks coming the other way. Over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets an easy layup out of it. And it's down to 10. Knicks putting, little push here. Little push here from the Knicks. 2:40 to go. We'll see if they can get any closer than that. DiVincenzo slips and falls. That's not great. Halliburton getting doubled. Up top to Nembhard. They swing it over to Nesmith. Sidestep. Corner 3. Can't get it to go. Fight for the long rebound. The Pacers went out. All right. Big Taz said, correction, the team looks soft without Mitchell Robinson. In the paint, definitely. They are definitely soft in the paint. Yeah, I mean, look, I love Harnstein. To me, he clearly looks like he's not ready to be a starter in the league right now. Love Harnstein. Love him. One of my favorite players on the team, especially since two of my other favorite players got traded. One of my favorite players on the team, Isaiah Harnstein. He's clearly not a starting center in the league right now. At least not at the level that Mitchell Robinson is. And maybe if the Knicks ran a different style of offense that accentuated Harnstein's skills, maybe he would look much better as a starting center. But defensively, he is clearly not a starting center. The Knicks are struggling really, really, really badly without Mitchell Robinson down there in the paint to cover up for their mistakes. And you're seeing it. They have no identity without Robinson on the team. Julu said, was broadcasting or communications your major? No, media arts was my major. Initially, I went to school and was undecided. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought I was going to be an architect. Then I realized how much math was involved and was like, no, thank you. But you know what? After I stepped away from school for a year, I was doing really poorly. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was away and dorming, and I was like, man, I am like lost right now. That was a really depressing time in my life. Really didn't know what I wanted to do. But eventually, after taking a year away from school and like really sitting down with myself and being super depressed and being like, what do you want to do, man? Like, what's in your heart? Like, what's a dream that you want to chase? And it's like, I want to make things. I want to make things. I think the process of making things is a really cool process. But I didn't know what I wanted to make. So I just started writing is kind of how I started off. I started writing stuff. I started writing like video essays and whatnot, and I started recording stuff. I bought a really crappy mic, and I started writing video essays and then recording them, and then started the process of editing them. Got a really crappy webcam. And you know, it kind of started from there, and then I realized like, okay, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to go to school for that. So I went to a school and majored at media arts, which just really is about production and directorial work. So I learned a lot about behind the scenes stuff and production and whatnot. And so while I was in school, I started practicing making content on my own. To sort of practice for my student films and whatnot. And then, you know, after being in school for 3 years in media arts major and, you know, getting close to graduation and making a bunch of student films and getting better at producing and getting better at, you know, learning technology and whatnot, I started content creation. I started streaming on Twitch. I was streaming video games at the time because that's kind of what you just stream on Twitch. And then one day, I scheduled to a stream and didn't realize that the Knicks were also playing that night, and I wasn't gonna miss the Knicks game. Not like I had an audience on Twitch. I was streaming to like 3 people. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stream the Knicks game. And so if you go back and watch one of last year's streams, last season, you'll see that I was sitting behind my desk with a green screen behind me, and that's how I did the games last year. And so when I was streaming on Twitch, I was like, screw it. I'm just going to stream the Knicks game. And I did the same thing what I'm doing now, where I had I had a scoreboard, and the camera was just on me, and I streamed the Knicks game. And it was my most successful stream on Twitch. And I was like, wait, is this a thing? I didn't know this was a thing. I just wanted to watch the Knicks game, and it's not like I had an audience anyway that would care if I didn't stream a video game that day. So it kind of just became a thing, and I kind of just started doing more Knicks games. And then eventually I moved from Twitch to YouTube because I think it's easier to build a community on YouTube. And it just kind of evolved from there. So I wish I kind of went to school for broadcasting now at this point. But I think communications is kind of a useless major. No offense to anybody. But like the things you learn in communication, I feel like are pretty self-explanatory, and classes you can kind of take anyway. we're talking about literally anything but this game because this game is pretty much over. I update the scoreboard for you guys right now. It's 140 to 123. We're under a minute to go. And the Knicks have their end of bench guys in. So this game is very much over. The Knicks have 123. It's 123 to 140. There we go. Just to make sure my scoreboard's right. Christopher Mallory? Don't be a weirdo, big dog. Come on. Relic of the Soul said, what do we need to do? Hand out candy to the refs. It doesn't seem like no calls and bad calls blow momentum the last 3 years. Now they're trying to frustrate. What's the right answer here? I think the Knicks are just a very naturally aggressive and physical team. And when you initiate a lot of the contact, the refs don't tend to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I think that's a lot of the struggle because on some nights you get those calls, but on a lot of the nights you don't. The refs don't want to reward the guys initiating a lot of the contact, especially underneath the basket. I gave the 3 to the wrong team. It's 126-140. That's going to be the final score of the game. The Knicks go down to the Indiana Pacers here as they're lacking a lot of their players. But yeah, we I don't know about you guys. I kind of expected a beatdown from the Pacers. They're a fast-paced team. They score a bunch of points, and without 2 of their key guys, they were clearly going to struggle tonight. So to finish off what I was saying to you, Relic, there really is no right answer. I mean, look, the Knicks want to pound teams in the paint, and without Mitchell Robinson, again, kind of their identity, it hampers their ability to do that. And on a night like tonight, where the refs aren't going to give you the I'm going to initiate contact, and the refs are going to give me the foul call kind of plays, if the refs aren't going to give you that, the Knicks' whole game plan kind of goes down the drain. It's also that kind of stuff that can frustrate Julius Randle. And a frustrated Julius Randle is not a good decision maker most of the time. So, just kind of goes against the Knicks. Not great. Not great. Julie said, appreciate the backstory. Keep up the great work. You're a natural. Follow your passion. Much success to you, bro. Appreciate you, Julie. Appreciate you. Always love having you in the chat. Always love talking basketball with you. Christian said 3 3-pointers. We back in it. Wish we were. The game has ended. It ended 126 to 140. The Knicks end up losing by 14 points to the Indiana Pacers as they're down 2 key players in Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett as they were in a trade earlier today. But there's not much else to talk about. I mean, this game has been over for a while. We've talked about the trade a bunch today. I gave you guys my secret to keep an eye on. Rokas Jokobitis. Keep an eye on my guy Rokas. He could come over as there is suddenly an opening at the backup point guard position on the Knicks. So there's nothing else. If you guys have any questions, submit them now. But I think I'm gonna go rest. I mean, it's been a pretty long day with that trade. I mean, I was going around listening to what everybody had to say about it and what it could mean about the future of the Knicks and whatnot. And so I would direct you to those people. They have much better insight than I do. I mean, I've relayed all the information that I have to you guys, which is pretty much what they said. If I'm being honest, I got no connections to anybody. And that another trade is most likely in the pipeline, and that don't be surprised if they make another move around the deadline. And that they're ready to compete. They're ready to throw their hat in the ring and make a big sizable move. Started today with the Anunoby trade by trading 2 of their core building block pieces in RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. We'll see what they do after that. Marley said, good night, big dog. Relic of the Soul said, I'm just invoking Shaq. Bro initiated contact and got called. Yeah, but he was also a superstar. And as good as Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle have been this season, neither of those guys are superstars, so they're not going to get the benefit of the call most nights. But also, you guys got to remember, on Monday when we come back for the next Knicks game, which is on Monday, New Year's Day, it is an early afternoon game at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So it's going to be an awkward start for us here on the East, but we'll be here. We'll be here. Ethan, what's up, Ethan? Julu said, it's been a long day, bro. I'm good. See you Monday. See you, Julu. Go get some rest, guys. Go get some rest. Easton said, dude, I don't know what happened with the trade and what's up with the score. So the Knicks got blown out tonight by the Pacers. They didn't have the guys to be able to keep up with them scoring-wise or to stop them defensively. The game ended 140-126. They lost by 14. They were down double digits most of the second half. Kept it fairly close throughout the first half and then couldn't keep up in the second half. But, yeah, I mean, there was a big – I don't know if you heard, Ethan, but there was a big old trade today for the Knicks where they traded R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley and the Detroit Pistons second-round pick for OG Anunoby, Precious Achiuwa, Malachi Flynn. So the team is going to drastically change from here on out. And also, Ian Begley also reported that there is likely a second trade on the way at some point this season. Keep an eye out for the Knicks come the trade deadline. They're not done making moves. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the team will never be the same. They got rid of two of the fan favorite players in Emmanuel Quickley and R.J. Barrett. And you know, it is what it is. Moving forward, they're trying to make the team better, and even though it hurts the fan base, we'll see if it works out for them. I'm hoping it works out for them. Relic of the Soul said, "Great convo, good answers. Keep pushing, and roll the ready for the other Mitchell. I hope it's Donovan Mitchell, and I hope it's not DeJounte Murray, but we'll see. See what the front office cooks up." Even said, "I'm really pissed of that. Got rid of Quickley, who was playing tonight. Why do you think we lost?" Who was playing tonight? Why do you think we lost? I mean, Fournier was in the rotation. Deuce is going to get the backup point guard minutes from now on, I assume, even though Malachi Flynn is coming up, is coming to the team. Yeah, I mean, look, the Knicks didn't have their guys. They were down R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley, who are gone in the trade. And obviously, because the trade happened earlier today, the guys we traded for aren't available to play because we just traded for them. So the Knicks were down a bunch of players today. I mean, they played hard. They tried to hold their own against the good Pacers team that, for the most part, is pretty healthy. The only guy they were missing was Bruce Brown, their starting small forward. But, yeah, they didn't have the horses to keep up with the Pacers tonight. Bit of an expected loss after the trade was made and announced. So, a lackluster game overall, but it kind of expected after the trade went through. Ethan said, and Barrett is what Barrett was a matter of time man. He was very inconsistent. And how do you feel about the trade? A little late to the party, Ethan. But if you want, you can go to the beginning of the stream. I laid my feelings out about the trade earlier there as a fan. But I'll tell you right now real quickly, disappointed. R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, two of my favorite players on the team, now gone. Never to wear a Knicks jersey again, most likely. I mean, unless something crazy happens later on in their careers. But for the time being, they're no longer Knicks, and that hurts. And I said earlier in the stream, I'll say it one more time here. It's okay to be sad and disappointed while still acknowledging that the team likely got better and took a step forward into being a truly competitive team. OG Anunoby is the exact kind of player that championship teams have. A true 3-and-D player who can do a little bit extra off the dribble. Who's still pretty young. He's only 26. He's Brunson's age, so he's on Brunson's timeline. Who's their star player. But look, they're clearly building around Randle and Brunson. They're clearly going to surround them with good defenders. and we'll see what happens with the Knicks moving forward. But I think it's too early to sort of fully grade out this trade because apparently the Knicks aren't done making deals. So we'll see. Ethan also said, you think we can get Donovan Mitchell? How do you feel if we get Murray? Not a fan of Murray. Don't really want him. Stay away from that. Donovan Mitchell makes a lot more sense now without RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly. They're sort of lacking that second creator with the ball in their hands now on the perimeter. So we'll see. We'll see. You don't got to apologize, Ethan. I just, this is the conversation we've had all night. I will tell you right now, you can go to the beginning of the stream. You can just kind of rewind it on YouTube. They allow you to do that and see my full opinions that I gave you at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the stream. But I'll probably take the VOD and cut that part up and maybe put it up as my reaction to the trade. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Ethan said, do you think we're better with him? And I was shocked because Barrett wasn't great, but he had a soft spot for me. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm always going to have a soft spot. I think fan bases in general are going to have soft spots for players that you draft. They're homegrown guys. They're guys you build attachment to. You've only known them in their career as being like your guys. And when players are drafted, you have the highest of expectations for them. And we had high expectations for RJ. We had high expectations for Quickly. And, through ups and downs for both of them, mostly RJ, but they were instrumental in building the foundation of this team. So it's going to be sad to see them go. It is sad to see them go. I'm sad and disappointed about the team, but at the same time, if I try to look at it objectively, again, OG Anunoby is the exact kind of player you get if you are looking to be an actually competitive championship contending team. There still needs to be more moves to be made, and we'll see what the front office cooks. Big Task said, have a happy new year. Have a happy new year to you, to Big Task, and to everybody else still in the stream. There's still 66 of you guys still in here. Appreciate you guys sticking around with me. But we're going to end it soon. Ethan said I was really sad. Me too, man. Me too. I think we're going to do better with OG. Yeah, I mean, I'm sad, and I think it's okay to be sad that fan favorite players are now gone. But I think OG makes a lot of sense for the team. I think he fits great between Randall and Brunson, a lot better than RJ did. Just sucks that, the Knicks had to move on from Quickly. So, but that's it. I guess I'll head out. There's not anything left. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me all night. There's still 63 of you guys. You guys stuck it through. Wasn't a great game to watch, but do you think we're going to do better with him? Yeah, I do. I mean, there's going to be a transition period, so they're going to struggle after this trade. But I think overall the Knicks are going to eventually be better having made this trade. So, Big Task said, I hope RJ doesn't think that we are happy. I think he feels the love. I do think he feels the love. I mean, like gone are the days where the crowd, the Garden crowd would chant OB, OB, OB. Long gone are the days of the crowd chanting RJ Barrett. Like that was a fun era for the Knicks. The kids really stepped up. They built the foundation, and the team is starting to move on. So we'll see if they can build on it or if it starts to crumble down now that a lot of the players who helped build that are now no longer on the team. So we'll see. Julu said, we wish them both the best in Toronto. I know I do. I hope everyone else does. I don't want to speak for everybody, but I feel like we're pretty smart here. And, it's okay to like players in other teams. I've seen some people on Twitter get mad at Knicks fans for being like, how dare you root for Obi Toppin? It's like, no. When they play the Knicks, I hope Obi Toppin plays terribly and we beat them by 100 points. But I still have a soft spot for Obi. I'm wishing him well here in Indiana. Sucks that, the Pacers beat the Knicks tonight. I will be rooting for RJ and Quickly over there in Toronto, except for when they play the Knicks. And that's okay. So I think that's it. Appreciate you, Ethan. Again, check out the beginning of the stream if you want to watch my full uncut message to you guys and to the fan base that I'll probably cut up and post as a video on the channel. But I'll see you guys Monday. Again, remember, 3 p.m. Eastern start on Monday. It is New Year's Day. So I'll see you guys then. I'm out. Bye.